What's going on, guys? We're back with another episode of the After Hours podcast. On today's episode, we have my phone ringing. That's what we have. You know what? We're going to keep this one because it's Tom Nazzaro calling me, and I don't know why he calls me every 5 minutes, but here we go again. On today's episode, we have Obi and Ryan of Team Brown. They are throwing an event today, actually, as we record this. So they came in last night, and we talked about their events that they've been throwing. Team Brown, Black Dudes Drift. They're kind of in cahoots with each other, but not really. Two separate entities. But yeah, basically just drift events that are made to kind of make people feel a little bit more comfortable, give something back to the black community in drifting. So if you guys are interested, make sure you follow them. The events seem like they're amazing. I hope that we can make it down there today, but given with how much shit is going on in the shop right now, I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. But I know Carl's going out there. Eddie's out there. We're going to try to film some stuff from the event. Yeah, like if you guys have been listening to this podcast for a while, me and Carl went out to California to a Black Dudes Drift event out there, and it was an amazing time. And this one seems like it's going to be just as good. So, and it's at Club Loose. Unfortunately, no spectators this time around, but if you follow them and, you know, see the other events they throw, most, if not all of the other events had spectators. So if you guys are interested in checking any of those out, just make sure you follow them and keep an eye out. They seem to do a lot of events. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. We had a blast. Yeah, make sure you check out our sponsors. Thanks. This podcast is sponsored by East Coast Drift School. East Coast Drift School is a driving school focused on learning the art of drifting. Conveniently located at the greatest drifting facility in the United States, Raceway Park in Englishtown, New Jersey. Raceway Park currently has 3 tracks, so you will have a few options to choose from when setting up your lessons. Chris Knapp, who is part of the Raceway Park family, will be your teacher as he guides you through car setup and technique. If you are more of a seasoned driver, East Coast Drift School is also the place where you can get some extra seat time. Chris allows private track time with no instructing as well, so that you can get some test and tune runs in before that big event or competition you have coming up. Instead of spending the night dodging the police with your boys, consider signing up with East Coast Drift School the next time they release their schedule. Chris releases the schedule on the 16th of every month through Instagram. Make sure to check them out, give them a follow, and shoot over a direct message when you are ready to set up a date. You can find them on Instagram at East Coast Drift School. This podcast is also sponsored by Automotive Specialty Wraps. Looking to have your car ceramic coated or wrapped? Look no further than Automotive Specialty Wraps. ASW is a company specializing in paint protection film, vehicle wraps, ceramic coatings, and window tinting. Owned and operated by car enthusiasts and drifters, their technicians have over 10 years of experience in the industry. They are located right off of Route 208 in Fair Lawn, New Jersey. Other than window tinting, which is something we all need at some point, it was the ceramic coating that really caught my attention back when they reached out to us. This coating basically gives your car's paint extra UV protection while also making it shine. Wax only lasts a couple weeks at most, but ceramic coating lasts for a year or even longer. Honestly, this stuff is like witchcraft to me. Julian came down here one day to explain how it works and how it compares to wax, and I was pretty stunned. They perform a full 2-stage polish to the car beforehand just to make sure it's in perfect condition before applying the coating. As mentioned, they also offer window tinting and paint protection film installations. Now, everyone knows what window tinting is, but these guys offer carbon or ceramic window tinting depending on your goals with the vehicle. Paint protection film, or PPF, is a great idea for those new vehicle owners that don't want to watch their investment get littered with rock chips. Also keep in mind they are capable of getting liveries designed and installed as well as full vehicle wraps. From protecting your tow rig's exterior to full livery installations on your drift car, they have you covered. You can contact them over at automotivespecialtywraps.com and make sure to give them a follow on Instagram at automotivespecialtywraps. This podcast is brought to you by FactionMotorsports. We are an automotive performance shop located in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Our shop is easy to get to from Route 17, 3, and 21. We are also only 15 minutes away from New York City. Faction Motorsports provides services that include but are not limited to performance part installations, suspension overhauls, general maintenance, engine installations, tire mounting and balancing, and custom 4-wheel alignments with our in-house Hunter alignment machine. We also stock a range of performance products in-house. From AN fittings and gaskets to complete body kits, we try to stock as many parts as we can to provide quick shipping times for our website customers and same-day pickup for locals. Make sure to shoot us an email if you are looking to set up an appointment or if you are looking for a part that is not up on our website. Our email is sales@FactionMotorsports.com. We are also on Instagram at Faction Motorsports.
Start saying it in like a joking way, like Frankie, say it the way you say it.
Like a movie. It's just gonna be like a movie. Yeah. When you start saying it like that, it's over.
Oh my
Ew,
God.
no. He said it's like gonna be. Not,
I don't fucking know,
Finna
Carl.
be
Say it
a
again,
movie.
right?
Oh, there,
It's
Yeah.
finna be. No,
Yeah.
that's not how you
He said
it,
it's
though.
like
That's not how I
going
said
to
it.
what?
Like gonna be. And he said it real sexy. It's like it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be. It's not gonna be like that at all. No, we're gonna have such a good time tomorrow. We've been prepping for this for probably over a year. I think we started prepping for this as soon as we had the last event.
We've been talking about it since the first event.
Yeah, you're right.
Which one was the first one?
So, US Air, what year?
US Air was 2019.
Frankie's a big year person, so you got to have a year.
When was Judah born?
Judah was born 21. So it was 21.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
21.
Yep.
So
that would make sense. That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
21, we went to US Air. How did we get in contact with Simba? Did we just tell him we're gonna crash?
No, so how I remember it happening is we're all talking in the Facebook chat, and I've been.
He was in there, right?
Yeah, he was in there, and I've always been on like my event plan and stuff. That was my thing. So, when
You're the reason why shit happens, by the way. If you're the event planner, you're the reason why.
A lot of the reason why. And so when I joined the Team Brown Facebook group, it was just kind of a chat, and like they were kind of hanging out. And then when I got in there and kind of got involved, and I was in there for a while, but didn't really say anything because I didn't drive. So like when I started driving, I got more active, started talking, and then I was like, wait a minute, like you guys like haven't done anything together, like y'all haven't met up, like had an event, like what's going on here?
Really?
It was planned. So you know how like you take your car apart.
Oh yeah, I know.
For
that.
one thing,
Frankie's good as
you
fuck
take it
at
apart
that.
for one thing, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna fix this, and then, like we were saying earlier, I might as well. For me, when I'm planning stuff, it has to kind of be perfect. Mm-hmm. So if I'm never feeling like this is ideal, I don't execute. So our friend Jamar was like, I'm about to just pull up. He's in Cali.
Wait,
Jamar, we know Jamar?
yes,
Jamar-
I think so.
What's his last name?
No.
Alexander?
Wait, what was
San
that
Francisco
thing?
area?
What was that thing
Bay
that?
Area.
Yeah.
What was that
Yes.
thing that he would say? Oh, he would always
Oh yeah,
say
you
right.
did a pod with him.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Black Juice Drift.
Bro, he
Yes.
pulled cream of wheat out on the pod.
Bro, that's him. That's
Yeah,
him. He's old
okay,
school.
yeah. So that's Jamar.
He's old school, bro.
Yeah.
So actually, back then it was Black Dudes. We were collaborating with Black Dudes Drift, and we were just saying like, "Yo, we need to get together. We need to do something." Jamar was like, "He's a mover and shaker, bro."
Yeah, seemed that way.
He was like, "I got a 2-car trailer. My homie Joe is coming with me, and we're gonna just go to US Air."
But even before that, like this is, I think, the beautiful part about the first event was we were talking about what are we going to do, and somebody drops that Club FR was having an event on June 19th, and
Juneteenth, yeah.
and it was actually the first federally recognized Juneteenth.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit, that's perfect. We absolutely got to go.
Right.
We're pulling up. We're crashing Club FR. We're going to Club FR on June 19th.
Yeah.
And so Jamar was like, well, I'm pulling up. He gets on his 2-car from Cali.
Simba was like, "Bet, pull up."
And then, to be honest, we hit Simba, and that was before I even knew Simba was Club FR.
Yeah.
I knew that he was involved because he was in the chat, and we were like, yo, we want to Club FR. He's all right, cool, I'll put you on. And so, like, we gave him a bunch of names, and he put our names on, like, before the registration even went up, and, we were all in, and we started planning to get out there. So
dudes that we had known forever, and that we had, you know how it goes, that we had never met in person, flew in. Dudes that weren't driving, they flew in. Dudes that were driving drove from different states. It was amazing. We got
What year was this?
This is 21.
2021.
Right?
And I think that speaks waves just because my next question was going to be like, well, not question, but observation is the fact that you guys are all coming from different places.
Yeah.
Like, this
All
is
over the
not just
country.
we're all like a couple hours away from the track. Yeah, let's meet up. No, you guys are coming from around the country, different places. Like, you guys are from North Carolina?
Yep.
So
I'm
like
from
that.
PA, but I moved to North Carolina. That's how I met Ryan. We got people in North Carolina. I mean, Arizona, different parts of California, northern and southern, Pennsylvania, New York, Jersey, Florida, Boston.
Yep.
North Simmons in Wisconsin. Hurt's in the group. He's in Georgia now.
Yep.
And different levels of people too. You know, people that are new, people that have been in forever. Like it was an organic coming together.
One of the things that I love to tell like people that we introduce to the group is everything that you need exists within the group. There's literally nothing that you need within drifting that doesn't exist within Team Brown. We have access to every major drift organization.
Except for some bad bitches.
We don't got none of that over here at Faction.
We don't got that.
We have access to every major drift organization.
No, I'm lying, Brianna.
Listen, we got some. Every major drift organization, we have major companies. Literally anything that you can need.
We got one.
How did Team Brown start? How did this Facebook group start? Like, what was it originally?
So
I think
I started Team Brown in 2008.
08?
08. So
I was in middle school.
I was telling Frankie earlier, I started going to Club Loose in 05. And you guys have had Reese and Willie on. I started street drifting with those guys back in the day.
Yeah.
And I started going to Club Loose 05. And the funny thing is they used to make fun of me for going to Club Loose. They're like, oh, you just
Shut up, really?
Real talk. Real talk.
Hey, Will.
They're like, oh,
how could you, bro?
Well, it wasn't really Will. It was mostly
Reese.
It was Reese and my boy B. You know, the 5-star guys are like, man, you hanging out with them white boys. And all that. But I used to do like track driving before. And
Someone's phone is on. If you could try to.
Is that me?
It's me.
I don't know.
That's
It's
you?
me. Yeah, it's
You both got droids, so there's some weird shit going on.
I know, it sounded crazy.
I'm not important enough to get.
That phone's crazy. That one looks like it would take me to
laptop?
another planet.
It is.
Yeah, the one with the foldable screen. That shit's crazy. There it is.
Pod in a pod.
That's crazy.
You're watching the pod on it?
No, I could.
So Reese is telling you not to go to club. No, he's not telling
they
you.
were making fun of me, and then
Out of good love, I'm sure.
that's how how East Coast people do. You make fun of each other, whatever. But it's out of love. Like we really had a pretty tight group there, and then I started going to Club Loose. They came shortly after.
Yeah,
Petty was like, "You guys look like dumbasses in the street. You don't know what you're doing. Like, come to Club Loose and I'll teach you how to drive." And so when I started going to the track, it was literally me and maybe one other black dude. It's just not something that we really do or did back then. It's just a lot of people now. But I wanted a way to connect with other black guys. Well, not even black guys, just like anybody that wasn't the status quo, basically. So I started Team Brown. LaRon Twitch was like one of the first members in 2008. And back then I used to email people who I thought might respond. So it was like Tony Bracopia. I don't know if you remember.
Brachio Hoppa.
How do you say it?
Brachio Hoppa.
Brachio Hoppa. He used to drive a Mustang.
First black FD driver.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
He used to drive a Mustang. Tommy Sewell.
Tommy Sewell.
Yep.
That name sounds familiar.
He drove an 86.
Another FD driver.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think he's half Japanese, half black.
Tommy Sewell's still around. Actually, he's in the group.
Was in the he's in the group.
He's in the chat. Yep.
Yeah. And this is when Hurt worked at Injuku, and I used to email him. I felt so unimportant. I would introduce myself every time I emailed him, like, "Yo, I'm that dude with the other black guy. You remember me?" I used to DM Simba, and I used to ask him like how to do stuff. He would never respond. And so I started the group, and then I found Black Dudes Drift. And it was already established. It was the Cali group.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
shout out Lex.
That was pretty early too, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
because that's how I found it. I saw Lex King. He was doing competitions over there. So, I started hitting him up. And when I saw that they were already established, I just kind of put Team Brown to the side, but kind of collabed. So the earliest Black Dudes Drift stickers were Team Brown stickers. And it had the hashtag Black Dudes Drift.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So as we progressed and, we started to grow, then we went back to Team Brown. So that's really how I started. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So was it like a legitimate team, or was it more like we all
team in name?
Okay.
It's like a club.
No, it was 100% like a collective, just like
Yeah.
And I feel like now what it's kind of grown to is like you can decide that you want to go to a track and know that you're not going to be there by yourself.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite things to see as like the group has grown is to see like guys that I've introduced to each other, like meeting up to go to track days with each other, or
side missions.
Yeah, like side missions. Like
you facilitated that. You facilitated that connection.
Yeah. But it's super cool to like see guys link up and like, oh, in different regions. They're going to Lanier together, or like these guys are going, going to Evergreen together, or these guys are going to Summit Point together, and the only connection that they have is the introduction from Team Brown, that kind of brotherhood.
Right.
And it's been super cool because like when a lot of guys show up, it's like instant brotherhood,
instant party,
like
and it's funny,
instant connect.
So other people, other black people or other brown people will see us at the track and be like, I've never seen that many black people drifting together, and they will come and talk to us, and we've made introductions that way. So we went to Nappy, what was it called? Drift Symphony?
Yeah, Drift Symphony in February.
Right, in February.
Where was that at?
This is in Atlanta.
Okay.
So Nappy Boy Drift.
Yeah.
Automotive?
Yeah, Nappy Boy Automotive.
Nappy Boy Automotive.
Yeah.
They had
T-Pain and
T-Pain
and Hurt.
Yeah.
Co-own it. So they put on their first event.
Uh-huh.
I have never seen that many black people at a drift event ever.
And I'm not
laughing out of disrespect. I'm laughing because I'm like, why is that weird?
I'm not
Personally, like
about
we don't,
drivers.
you know what I'm saying? Like you don't really think about it that way.
Right.
Like
It
could be all
drivers. It was like, for me, it was spectators. Like people pulling up to watch the event because of the pool that T-Pain has.
Yeah.
T-Pain posts on his Instagram that he's having an event in Atlanta.
Yeah.
People coming out in droves.
And all different types of black people.
Yeah.
Like, there's skater black people, there's motorsports black people, then there's just, all different kinds. And just the variety of folks that I saw there, it was so dope, just seeing that.
Yeah.
Especially.
That's really nuts that T-Pain really has that kind of reach.
Yeah.
Because I've had a coworker. They might not be part of Team Brown.
Right.
They know T-Pain though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
so they're like, oh, T-Pain does that drifting thing. I'm like,
yeah, T-Pain probably introduced a lot.
Seriously,
Right.
that Pickle Rick car.
Yeah.
And that whole fucking drama.
Yeah. Oh my God. Shout out George Grove.
Yeah. There's people that
They're probably like,
that I know
what?
that aren't in the cars that were watching that. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But the type of like pressure.
I watched that whole shit, man.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lot of pressure for him, as I saw him talking at that competition he did in California. And he was saying like he feels a lot of pressure because he thinks people might see him as just a rich dude just trying it out, but he actually loves drifting.
No,
He's super passionate about it.
Yeah, he's very passionate about it, and he's actually pretty good. Like, I think he chased me for like 2 laps, and he's pretty solid. For how long has he been doing it?
He's probably got seat time like probably less than a year.
He's probably
but I probably driving for real like probably a couple of years at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like that's the highlight of my year so far is being at Drift Symphony at Lanier, and I'm on the track. I've been fighting with the car all day. Finally got the car running right, and I'm on the course running bank accidentally for the first time ever. And I'm coming off the bank, and I'm about to shut it down to come off track to check my car, and I see T-Pain in the Mustang in my rearview mirror, and these dudes on the fence, like T-Pain, why
he was about to come off track. I was like, "Don't you dare
go!"
Yeah.
So like I throw it back in. So like I've got this like super short clip of me coming off the bank, smoking, lighting it up, and T-Pain coming off behind me. But like it's super cool to like have kind of that representation in that way.
We keep talking about T-Pain,
kind of
and I'm
insane,
like, what
though.
the fuck?
Yeah,
We are
weird,
talking about
right?
T-Pain.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Literally drifting with T-Pain.
Yeah.
But that's how mainstream drifting has become. Like,
that too, yeah. It's got reach on its own, like
Not to
Exactly.
mention, it's not only T-Pain. Do you know how many fucking drift cars there are in music videos?
Yeah.
And a lot of that has to do with Sebastian and Mike.
Who was it?
I was
Who
just
was
about
it
to
that we
say,
have? Was it
me and Hurt were in a DM with Rampage Jackson.
There you go. That's
giving
it.
him drift car advice.
Yeah.
Hurt was making fun of him because his car was
The UFC fighter?
Yes, bro.
He posted it.
Yeah.
He
That's
posted an
crazy.
S14.
Yeah.
And we were
Wasn't
like,
he just on Rogan?
yeah, he posted an
Was he?
S14.
I think so.
And we tapped Hurt. We're like, Hurt, you should like
Go talk to him.
go talk to him. And Hurt was like, all right.
He was looking for help, and he was in
Yeah.
Cali. And I was like, bro, we got we got a dude in Cali. I was like, you know, he knows what he's doing.
Hurt pulls on.
So I hit Hurt on the side. I was like, yo, I'm DMing with Rampage. It sounds so that sounds ridiculous.
That sounds fake as hell.
It sounds fake. Yeah.
Rampage,
I'm like,
he'll
I'm
bust a
DMing
door.
with-
He'll break that door in half.
And we were
I
thinking
know
about this
the
the whole
video.
time this is happening. This is that Rampage Jack.
Yeah.
That's why you said that. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
it's not the dude who fucking
Yeah, bro.
slams a door, then breaks it in half and rips it off the hinges and shit.
So when Hurt is like making fun of his car, I didn't join in. I'm like, he's gonna beat your ass.
Oh
not gonna
no,
be
no,
a
no,
part
no.
of it.
Oh yeah, hell no.
Right. But just think about it. Like someone like that is into drifting now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just the amount of like car commercials that I see now that feature drifting.
Yep.
When it was kind of like a, man, how would I put it? It was like not antisocial, but it wasn't accepted as a motorsport.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Yeah, at all. So
I don't even. I mean, I guess it is now, right?
Yeah,
definitely,
for sure.
I think so.
A little
It's
bit
weird. I never
more.
really
They
thought about
definitely
that.
hate on it. So like if you go to a grip day,
Yeah.
and your car resembles anything like a drift car, they will make fun of it. It's happening.
So, but here's the thing: is even that's changing slightly because you remember
Yeah.
the last time we were in Atlanta and we drove through
Yeah.
that grip day.
That's right.
With the drift cars. It was actually after Nappy Boy.
Yeah.
We were at Lanier and Road Atlanta was across the street.
Yeah.
The next day they were having a grip day and we just went on the way home, just kind of stopped by and say what's up. Our boy just
He knew somebody.
over there, so we just went over to say what's up. We had the drift cars on the trailer.
Yeah.
Cleared the whole paddock. The whole paddock's coming out. Oh, those drift cars. We were over there yesterday watching you guys. Like, oh, like you guys put on such a good show.
That's the thing,
So
dude.
even that stigma of
Yeah.
the
Drifting is too much fun.
yeah,
Bro, it's what everyone wanted to do. Like when you watch
Yeah.
those old TV shows from like the 70s and they hit the corner running away from the
Yeah,
cops,
and they're
like, that's-
drifting.
That's what everyone
Yeah.
wanted to do. Like, and I remember the first Ready Set Drift event. I think it was the first one. We were doing a road course and on the oval they had like a Ferrari day or something, and we were actually in the paddock. Ferrari guys were on one side and we were on the other side. And at lunchtime, the Ferrari guys, like we wanted to go look at their cars, but like they don't respect us. They came over and were looking at our cars and talking to us, and I was just like, wow, maybe Ferrari guys are cool, but, or maybe it's just drifting is cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
That
I
was
don't
dope.
know. It was always like drifting is kind of just like the joke
Yeah.
of motorsports. That's what I remember it.
Yeah.
And to be honest, it kind of is. I don't know.
No,
It is.
it's
I mean, the amount
when
of
you
money
drift,
we
it's
spend
like
is-
it's so easy. I
Yeah.
feel like you're just fucking
we're having
around.
the most fun out of it anymore.
But
Sport.
one
We're having the
100%.
most fun.
And
Yeah.
you look the fucking coolest out of
100%.
everyone.
Yeah,
100%.
depending on what your car looks like.
some-
Right. Well,
Yeah,
shout out to
that's
the
true.
media guys, and
Yeah.
definitely how your car looks.
But from a fun, cool aspect, there is, to me, if you're coming into a corner and you aggressively initiate into a corner, you're like, oh my god, I'm drifting, like, and then even in the car, outside the car,
To me, it's all
visually,
about how the car looks.
visually, like
I'm in that
all
same
of it,
camp.
just like
Yeah, I feel like it
so
could look
cool.
real dumb if it's,
Yeah,
you know
not
what I mean?
everybody is of that opinion, and I
Really, you think it looks bad sometimes?
no.
I think it
of
can.
how your car looks.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
There's
yeah.
there's
Bring
some
back style
people
into
that
drifting.
are,
Like, let's say it's a Fox body Mustang with no bumpers on
Oh
it,
my
lifted
No,
to the
thank you.
moon.
Cancel,
You know, and
delete.
it's got like,
No, let's-
Unsubscribe.
let's
Shitty
say it's
unfollow.
a straight pipe.
and then you,
350Z.
like,
Unfollow, unsubscribe.
I feel
No,
like the
thank
group
you.
drivers are not going to be like, yeah, that's cool. But if they see like a really nice Japanese style
Yeah.
looking car come in with vinyl on it, and
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, whoa, what is that? That
Yeah.
looks interesting.
Just
And
as
I
long as
think
you see
it's
that
something
drifting.
that looks cool, like universally. It's one of the things that I experienced after, shout out to my boy Obi for, helping me style my car and, getting everything together. But,
It's fantastic.
but having like a well-styled car or a good-looking car, you get stopped people in the gas station. You get
Yeah.
people like you're towing it. You got people like pacing
Yeah.
you on the highway looking at your car. So like, please,
And they're just interested. It's not even
Please.
doing anything
Yeah.
yet.
bring back styling and drifting. It's why we all got here.
Here's a way that I've been trying to think of differently. Somebody within the past couple of months was like, "Yo, why do you think so like crab mentality? Like if I can't have it, you can't have it type of deal." That's a shitty way to think.
It is, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's how a lot of people think.
But what
And
does that mean though in this aspect?
in the style aspect, watch this. Hold on. It's like if what I'm looking for now is, or not what I'm looking for, but what I try to notice now is if somebody tried. If you put some sort of effort in, if you tried your best, this is your iteration of what you're trying to do, and
Absolutely.
and this is what it is, then
It
I
shows.
gotta have some sort of different respect. I'm a little trying to be a little quicker to not brush shit off to the wayside.
Right.
Because like I got tons of friends where I might not like their car necessarily, but there seems to be a purpose behind it, and if they believe in it, then I'll believe in it too.
The effort shows though.
Yeah,
I'm a
Some
big
people-
proponent of if you put yourself into what it is you're doing. This applies to anything. This applies if you're a rapper, if you're a singer, if you're an artist, if you're a drifter. If you put yourself into what it is that you're doing, it always comes through.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like when I styled my car, I was off the internet for like a year.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want to post. I didn't post it. I didn't ask anybody's opinion. I didn't want to know what anybody thought. The only time that anybody saw it is when it was done.
Yeah.
And it's
So
because
doing a lot of those, I start to hate my customers because they'll be like, make my car look like 326 Power. What's his name?
Yamaguchi.
Yeah, no.
That's
Haraguchi.
That's anything with,
Haraguchi.
anything with art.
Right. They're
like
like, just
that.
copy this. And
Yeah.
I actually have in my contract that they signed, like, I'm not copying anything. So when I did his, it was refreshing because, like, he was really hot on Black Panther back then. So he was like,
Still am.
I want to do this. It was refreshing. But what I was saying is, like, the effort shows. And copying stuff is like a shortcut. So someone may have like a technically good looking car, but it may be missing the soul. You know, they didn't actually put their own personality, their own flair or effort into it. And sometimes there's like, we were talking about like beat up drift cars
Yep.
that started off looking good.
They still look
That's
good.
the best.
You can tell that
That's why Carl's car still looks okay right now.
Right.
He didn't say good. He said okay.
Nah, because what's funny is when I was coming home from work, they literally just got out of their car.
Yeah.
Like I was pulling up and I seen a white
we heard you first.
SUV. Yeah,
I was like,
Carl's car looks like a properly drifted
Yes.
car.
dude, the side
100%.
skirt in the back just be
Yeah.
getting flatter and flatter,
Okay,
bro.
your arrow needs to be replaced eventually, but for right now, it's fine.
That's what the fucking IS be doing.
One of my favorites is like Simba. You know, I think he does a refresh like every 3 years or something like that.
And, but
So it'd be thrashed by like the second year, but,
it
you
still
could
looks
still tell.
amazing.
Yeah.
You can still tell. Like
Style always comes through, and I think that's the advice that I can give to anybody like trying to style a car. Is stop asking your boys like what you should do. Stop asking your boys
what
like,
you
oh,
like.
should I do this or should I do this? Nah, do what it is that you like, what it is you think. If you like a wheel, who cares that nobody else likes
And
it?
if you don't know what you like, do some research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I literally have Wenskrantz Vishnus on my drift car. Nobody does that. Like, but it was just because that's what I wanted to do.
It used to be forums, but now I think
Yeah.
it's Instagram.
Yeah,
It is.
no, 100%.
Right.
yeah, and
That's
the
where you
attention
find-
span.
well, the way that remember earlier in my driveway when I met Ryan and Obi in my driveway earlier, they
We was
pointed
trying to
out the
break into
wing.
his house.
They
caught us.
dude. I mean, I'm not gonna say how you could have got in, but like I thought Daryl just told you guys that. Like I thought you
there's
guys
a
would have
way.
been
There's a legit
inside,
way.
like already, like just hanging out.
Right.
But anyway, when they pulled up, they were like, "Oh, I like the wing."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
This is what I
It
said.
threw me back
This
to,
is
like,
what I
younger
said.
days.
I was like, man, this is. Thank you. Like this is just really what I wanted as
Yes.
a kid.
Okay,
this
but
is
the
what I
wing-
pictured the
The
drift car
wing
to
is
have.
the part that some people will see it and go,
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
I
Or
know.
some people will
Right.
see it and they'll go, I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But who
Yeah.
cares?
It's probably-
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I don't really care.
Like
But it's funny though, because that one item is one that will separate people who like that
But-
old style.
100%.
But then I take
That's
it
what I
off.
was gonna say. People that are students of that old style. Like when I saw it, I remember I was telling you like this was the first mod that I ordered for like, my first car.
Yeah.
It was completely stock, and I ordered that wing because
really?
like I always wanted that wing.
Yeah.
But but there is a fine line to walk between not caring because sometimes you need to listen.
some people don't have style.
That's what I mean. That's why when he's saying all this like good-hearted stuff,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but there's still people out there that we're not going to see eye to eye with.
Right.
Totally.
And,
And
they
that's
should,
fine.
and they should be able to do their own thing.
No, yeah.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
But I'm not going to say
bullying
your car
is
looks
okay
good.
too. Like,
No, yeah, your shit looks ugly.
Yeah.
like Club Lou saying, "Don't come to the track with black wheels." That's
I came to the track with black wheels, like
I
literally.
took that,
Yeah.
I
all
took
the
that
time.
shit to heart. What are you
I got
talking
a
about?
pair. I got a
I've
pair of the
never,
track for the rears.
Yeah.
Right
I've never been to Club Loose on black wheels. I don't give a fuck.
Okay,
I
here's
will
the
get a
thing.
can
Here's
of
the thing.
spray paint.
Here's the thing.
Spray painted silver before I.
First of all,
Show
that
about
shit
black
was
wheels.
funny as hell in the rule book.
It was hilarious.
No
It's
matter
still
what.
there. It's
Yeah,
still there,
that's
yeah.
really funny. So that doesn't like I love that.
Doesn't change.
But my spares were 5 Ziggins that were black.
FN.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love those.
And I'm like, I'm not
That's a
painting
classic
them.
wheel.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna run them.
I sprayed
But that's
them.
how I am though. I don't give a fuck what anyone says
Right.
anyway. So,
Right.
but and then I remember Josh from Front Street. One iteration of his car was all black.
With black wheels.
Model 5 black, tins black, everything's black, and I'm like,
Interesting.
damn, this thing's crazy looking.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, he came to
That,
Club
He probably
I
had
mean,
a
there's something
system
about
in the
that
back.
tone on tone look. Like that tone on
Yeah.
tone. Like I had a white on white Lexus
on white
IS 250.
Yeah.
Like white on white
Cocaine.
goes, black on black goes. There's something.
Yellow on yellow.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing is,
that can also go.
whoa.
well,
This
the
is
thing
not,
is,
this is not a
all about
Dero music video. What?
it's all about the execution at
It
the end
is.
of
For
the day.
sure.
It is.
For sure.
And Josh from Front Street obviously knows what he's doing. So the car
sure.
looked good.
Yeah.
sure.
But normally you would think black on black everything.
We haven't had Josh on here in a minute. Can't you? I
Yeah,
miss
he can
Josh.
come back.
I
Yeah.
miss Josh.
He's just gonna make fun of me.
1000%.
Front Street and Faction, y'all two, man. Y'all were really owning stuff for a while.
Did
And
that one?
made us proud, man. Like, it was kind of like rooting for the Eagles. Seeing you guys go to
Thanks,
though.
man. I appreciate that.
For
I
real.
remember doing that and
Yeah.
everyone saying stuff back home when we were there, and it felt good.
And it's funny because I remember the first final bout, there's a lot of criticism for the driving.
Yeah.
They were saying the
Yeah.
driving wasn't up to par. And then it jumped for the second
Yeah.
one. And it's seeing y'all like just run that wall,
On doors.
bro. And that's a
On
hard
doors.
turn.
It's-
That is,
yeah, it's not a good
harder
turn.
than people realize.
I can't wait, bro.
Carl, that's his dream.
Oh,
Dude.
you got to do it, man. It is.
He's gonna yell at me.
They
so-
call it a roller coaster. It really
Roller
feels like a
coaster of
roller
love,
coaster.
dude.
Yeah. That drive is brutal to get up there.
Elevation changing drifting is probably the coolest thing that
greatest.
I've experienced.
I feel like I've
'cause-
never experienced it so drastic.
Yeah.
no,
In such a
and
short
not
distance.
not being able to see the next turn because you're in the valley and
Yeah.
not being able to see where you're going next.
I
Or
want
for
to
me,
drive
like
so bad right now.
Man.
exiting the course on the lock, foot down, like on the limiter and drifting uphill with
Yeah.
all the grip in the world. Like
If
it's-
anybody is jaded with driving, go drive US Air. I'm telling you, that
Yeah.
track.
And it's not even fast too.
It's
like,
not. It's
Yeah.
not. It feels fast.
that one
It-
section is
Yeah.
well, and the roller coaster part feels fast
Feels
as fuck.
fast.
Dude, I
Yeah.
want to do this part.
Yeah.
It goes down, then up.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Because the
then
way you're really supposed to hit that turn is
You
like,
come out
gotta
your
be-
seat almost.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I learned so much like that one event because remember we talked about it, like that was my first event that wasn't a parking lot event.
Yeah.
Was
That's your
going,
first
was
track?
going
Yeah.
to
That's a
USA.
hell of a first track, right?
With, and
My
with,
God.
with, mind you, with a brand new painted, kitted, wrapped
Yeah.
wheels, like dragway.
His
like,
anxiety.
Like,
Yeah.
car was brand
But now you got something to lose, though.
spanking
Yeah.
new.
Yeah.
And then so I'm going like because they have like the beginner course and then they have like the roller coaster course.
Yeah.
I'm going downhill into that that on camber left on the beginner course, and I kept slamming on brakes right before because I'm scared I'm gonna get
you need
too much
momentum
speed
right there.
and I'm gonna shoot over the
Yeah.
other side.
Yeah.
And Simon comes and tell me he's like, stop braking, just let the track grab you. I'm like, bro, shut up.
Yeah, it
like
slows
the
you
track
down.
is not going to grab me. I'm going to jump this fence
No.
and I'm going to go into the woods.
Simba's
he's like, no.
also crazy. Like,
he's like,
his driving.
just stop braking and let the track grab you. And when I finally listened to him, the feeling
worked.
of having the track actually grab me was
It's like drifting uphill.
the
Yeah,
wildest thing ever. Like it just grabs you and like it's almost like I didn't even turn the wheel. Like it just grabbed me and turned me around.
There's
But yeah.
so many good turns on that track.
Yes.
It is, yeah.
And they're all
Yes.
slow.
No, I just want to give them the best show. That right there before the balcony,
The gallery.
right there at the wall,
Yeah.
down at the bottom.
I like the
need
one-
those three to be perfect.
I guess they call it advance. So you come down, you fly up that mountain, you do that
It
right
feels
turn.
like one.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
And then you go into that next section and you gotta
Yes.
extend it. I
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
It's
That
It's
is-
real slow, but it's
It
just
is.
fun.
Yeah.
And that reverse too.
Yeah.
Is
A
really
lot
I
of people
wanna-
loop right there because
Yeah.
it's
Oh, I seen
kind of
that.
difficult to do. But it's funny, like what you were saying. Simba said back in the day. I was talking to Petty at E-Town. I was like, man, I'm having trouble. He was like, just stop being a pussy, go faster.
that's Petty's
I
go-to.
tried it and it worked.
That's gonna be on his tombstone. so,
yeah, but
yeah.
E-Town, this and E-Town are I've driven a lot of places. I haven't been like to California or anything, but these are my 2 favorite tracks. Because
I haven't driven enough
Grange
either,
is
but I
up
say the
there
same thing.
when we went Apple Valley.
I wanted
That was
Grange.
You're
where
gonna
we
like that way more
where
than
we got
Grange.
to hang out with at the first BDD event.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Oh yeah.
once I got to see that, I was like,
you drive?
Ooh, yeah, I drove the
Okay.
little
He had
the
a
rental.
rental.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, I was going down the
that's a good
straight.
car
It would
for
be.
Yeah,
He's like, don't put it into third.
I
And
found
I'm
out
like,
they told him no third gear. I was like, okay, dude.
dude, I would have fucking been.
Didn't Daryl get in it? And he was like, fuck it.
Daryl was
Yeah.
doing some slick shit.
But
I'm
you
not
know
gonna
what?
talk
By the
about
end
what
of
he
the
did,
day,
but
by the end of the day, Daryl was running those rentals like from everything
he
that we
rented
heard.
like 20, 30 laps.
He was like running those rentals. He like basically told them like how to improve the
Right.
business and like improve
Yeah.
the cars.
Yeah.
Like Daryl, like
He did. And dude, Daryl does that shit. I've noticed this is like the I don't even know how many times Daryl has done this, but like if Daryl gets put in a situation and no one's running, he fucking runs it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
funny.
good.
Yeah, it's because he doesn't have that gene that says chill.
Nah.
You know what that is?
Does
That's the Haitian in him.
Yo, for real, he be
Facts. Facts.
That's the Haitian.
motherfucker be out there till 10 p.m.
Yeah,
I
bro.
told him like, yo, 10 p.m. is kind of the cutoff time here because of noise, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, 9:59.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's
Right
the,
there.
That's the Zoe in him.
I gained a lot of respect for him watching him get rid of his perfectly good working drift car and build that Soarer.
Yep.
Like the discipline it took to like not drive and get that done for such a young guy, like that was
Dude.
But
I was
can
really
we talk
impressed.
about why he did that?
Oh,
Dude,
we bullied him, bro.
He wanted
Like,
it.
like,
He wanted it
because
though.
we've
I was on the
been-
sidelines
Yeah.
watching, and I was the friend that said,
All I
"Dude,
wanted
are
him
you
to do
sure
was
this
put
is
a-
a lot of moving parts?"
All
Yeah.
I wanted him to do was put a taillight back in the car. That's all I wanted.
Listen, that taillight is crazy.
I
Yeah.
wanted
The
the
taillight
fenders
is
going.
crazy.
Those front
He
fenders.
went down to
Yeah.
Alabama
That was
and
a-
melted the taillight out of that thing.
Yeah.
And
that was one of the best trips.
Yeah.
So that's the trip that we met Daryl at. So we did
Mid-Pond
Mid-Pond.
one.
Mid-Pond
okay.
1.
Yep.
And that's a long haul
Yeah.
from New York.
He knows.
And
He was the first friend of mine who was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Mid Pond."
Bro.
I want to tell you from a outsider's perspective at
like,
this time.
what are you doing?
Because he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go meet up with my boy. Like, go check it out. Like, this
Yeah.
is
Going
this
to
is who we're
Mid-Pond,
going with."
driving 17. What was it like? It's
It was
like more than
16.
16 hours.
and
to meet
he's like,
strangers.
and
Yeah, he didn't know us at that
at
time.
Yeah.
that time he didn't have Laurent's trailer yet. He was U-hauling it.
Yep.
It was him and Joe.
It was him
Yep.
and Joe, and I think somebody Dame, his brother.
Dame there?
No, Dane wasn't there.
Dame was there
came
for
to
two.
Mid-Pond too.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
a two.
Yeah,
Okay,
Mid-Pond
but
two.
the first one, him and Joe went down.
Yep.
U-hauling it 16 hours.
Yep.
I was like, "Are you sure about
Yeah.
this?"
Yep.
Yeah.
He
Bro,
went.
it's got to be more than 16. I think how far was it for us?
Because it was.
I did 16 from my
16?
house.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's 16.
It might be.
to
It might
go
be.
to-
Oh, because it's
Mid-Pond.
But you like so, and I'll tell this story because I think
Oh,
I would.
I,
I,
No,
Okay,
no.
go
That's
ahead.
all I was saying is that
okay,
from an
my bad.
outside perspective, I was like, "Dude, you're crazy for this.
Right, yeah.
You're going how far?"
Right.
And then turns out he had a really great time, and that's when he met y'all.
Bro.
So I'll tell you
Yeah.
what the part that you missed that he maybe didn't tell you, and then one of the things that like I feel like it's important to talk about this because he
Yeah.
always talks to me about this. It was something I said to him that made him feel comfortable doing it.
Right.
He hit me before the event, and he was like, "Yo, like I just don't know. It's a long way to go.
We're
like
not gonna let you get
like
stranded, bro."
the bread. Like I think I can get down there, but like I just don't know if I'm gonna have everything I need." And what I said to him,
Just get down
again,
here.
silence, get down here. We're not gonna let
get
you
down
starve.
here. So
Like
that's-
just
that's-
all you got to do is get
Yo,
here.
he said that to me like
All
a
you
couple
got-
of days ago.
all you gotta do is
that you
get
guys
here.
said that to him.
Yeah.
All you got to do is get here, and we'll handle everything else. Just get here.
Yeah.
He literally said that to me a couple of days ago because I was like, "How are you gonna? No, don't let." How are you gonna let people
You don't
stay in
know
an
these
Airbnb?
guys?
Like
Yeah.
I don't know anybody,
Yeah.
but I was like, "How are you gonna let them stay at an Airbnb where you don't live that far from the track?" Just tell them, "Fuck the neighbors. They're gonna have like a couple of days worth of trailers in the street. I don't care."
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
tell them to. And he told me that exact situation.
Yeah.
where he
Yeah.
was like, "They told me the same thing, and I'm just trying to do." He wants to do. He's probably
was
at
so
home. He
hype,
wants
bro.
to do his best to make sure
Yeah.
y'all are feeling comfortable. So
Yeah.
one, I want to thank y'all for even coming up here. So
Man, thanks for having us.
like,
Yeah.
shit's sick.
So I gotta say, number one, I feel like that's a drift mentality. So I've participated in a lot of different motorsports, but the camaraderie in drifting is second to none. Like the amount of effort that I've seen people put into cars that aren't theirs at the track to help people is, it's unbelievable. And like when we started talking about doing this event, the first time I mentioned it to Petty, he went off. he was probably more excited than we were. Him and Tim. Petty came up with the theme, which is White Man Can't Jump. I don't know if we came up with the cookout together or was that us?
I think that we came up with
the cookout. But bro, he was like, we could dress like characters from White Man Can't Jump. He was so excited. And he actually said to me, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. He was like, I'm getting burnt out on drifting, and this is exactly what I think
he's
need.
probably felt that way for years.
He has to, bro. Yeah. The amount of work that these dudes have put in. Yeah. And like, I made a post on Facebook the other day, like, Club Loose is the oldest drift club in the United States. And I probably think the United States probably came right after Japan. So it's probably the oldest, second to Japan. And these dudes have been putting in work since 2003. I think 2003.
Something like that.
Yeah. And so many dudes have come through, like you guys, a lot
There's
of
like generations of Club Loose now.
Listen, when I tell you the pedigree,
I don't even recognize him.
I know.
Like, he's
oh my God, you're talking about Hector's son, correct?
Yes, bro.
Dude, I love Gabe.
And he drives like a grown man.
I miss you, Gabe.
Gabe drives exactly how someone who was raised at Club Loose should drive.
Yes.
He also doesn't. He doesn't just drive like an old man. He fucking talks like an old man. He acts like an old man. He'll yell at people like old man. So yeah, we were talking about. Sorry, we got cut off due to technical difficulties because Malcolm sucks with tech.
But we're back.
But we're back.
Yeah. So your first Hector experience at Club Loose.
My Hector experience is we're talking about Gabe and how Gabe is an old person. But when I've met Hector, and I did get bullied by Hector the first time because I was on used tires in the back, just random stocks, and he was like, "How do you expect to get better with different tires?" And I'm like,
wait, they were mismatched? Or
they were just every
pairs?
time I was drifting, it would be a different pair. It'd be a different pair. And he's like, I was telling Frankie after that, I fucking showed up fucking brand new tires on the next event.
Everyone's so scared of Hector always.
Bro, no, well, just because like.
He's like the nicest guy.
Yeah.
That's the funny part.
Yeah.
Like,
is he going to be there tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also I know Hector was probably a boss in the 80s, bro.
He sure seems like he should have.
Dude, he was probably cut up. You know what I mean?
He was military, right?
Like,
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, I think he was military.
Dude, he was probably cut up, slaying the ladies.
He's a little pretty. I seen pictures. He was a little pretty boy.
Nah, was he really? Why did he say that? Hector, I'm going to talk to you about this tomorrow. Jesus.
I'm pulling your card, Hector. You were a pretty boy. I saw it.
But no, Gabe is literally Hector's son.
It's great.
Why the fuck are they doing that?
New tires was
voice better.
New tires was a game changer.
New tires.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that too. The new tires. Like if you've been running on shit tires and then you switch to new tires.
It's just the heat cycling part. It's like somebody ran on those random hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, and then you put them on your drift car.
I wouldn't even get like performance joints. I would go to the Poppy store in North Philly.
Oh yeah.
And just buy like the closest to the size that I wanted, whatever they had that had the most tread. Sometimes they held air, sometimes they didn't, you know what I mean? So
we brought up some old tires. You remember this brand called Triangle? Yeah, no, I had a feeling.
They were around for like a year or two.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they made so much smoke. I had one pair. I got one pair.
I remember the Triangle tires.
Yeah.
I remember that.
What about Jinyu? You remember Jinyu?
I don't
No.
Jinyu.
Jinyu tire.
What about Far Road?
Yes.
That's still a tire.
It is?
Macho
Macho.
Yes,
Mucho
yes,
Macho?
Cosmo Mucho
Yeah.
Macho.
Chris was on
I ended
those.
up with those because I think it was Simple Tire.
Yeah, they had a crazy deal.
Mispriced candles. They were like $50 a tire or something dumb. And like people were buying pallets.
I remember this.
Yeah.
People were buying pallets.
And they were like, nah, y'all chill.
And so what they did is like after we bought like all of them, they reached out to some of the people that bought them. Some people they just canceled their orders, but some people they reached out and they offered them the Cosmo Mucho Machos at the price.
As if that's comparable.
That's what I got them. I was like, well, hey, if you're gonna give me a tire like at 50,
they're decent though.
Because it was
Mucho Machos are
They're
good.
decent.
yeah, it
Chris
was a 265 35 18. So I was like, if you're gonna offer me a 265 at $50 a tire, I'll give me four.
Because that doesn't exist
Fuck.
anymore.
There's some big tires.
What is this shit for a drag car?
Remember he was saying he was running 40 PSI or 30 PSI for some reason?
30 PSI on a
He
stock
thinks he's an
RB20.
FD, bro.
So what's your setup?
So
Let's
listen,
not.
Wait, is that FD?
Malcolm, let's
My
bring up
tires
this
are
car.
at 50.
Frankie. 265s on an RB20 with a stock trans.
Running, how much power?
Nothing. Who knows?
Running
Who
11,
knows?
running 11 and a halves.
11 and
Oh,
a
he
half.
found it. Ooh, damn.
I fuck
This
with
dude thinks he's in FD. Bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He kind of looks
I
like he's
tried
an
to drive
FD
this
with
car. He was having issues at Mid-Pond.
Yeah.
I was like, you're just not going fast enough. My advice from Petty.
Yeah.
I got in that thing. It's so gripped up. It makes no sense. No one can drive that car. It makes absolutely no
honestly,
sense.
that's
Cabas in the
Is
front.
that a D-Max kit?
Yeah, D-Max. Yeah, that's the kind of what I've been fighting with. I've been fighting with like for the last couple of years on that car is just how much grip there is, like just mechanical grip.
Yeah.
So I've just been finding ways
Raising the tire
to
pressure?
take. So I raised tire pressure. I actually rebarreled the front. So I went from 10.5 to 9.5 in the front. I went from a 265 to I run 245 now in the
He
rear.
went from D-Max to KBD. He was afraid of messing up his
What's
kit.
the pressures you're running
Like 70?
I
And it's
usually,
in the
still
front or back?
Back.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that. It's an RB20.
yeah, I
Dude,
usually start
it
with like
sounds-
I usually
it
start with like
sounds good.
50 psi in the rear.
50 front,
Yeah.
20 back.
Yeah.
By the
50
time it
front,
gets
20
hot,
back.
What? By the time
50
it's hot,
front,
it's like
20 back.
70.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
Yeah.
70.
50
no,
front,
like,
20 back.
Are you guys still? Do you guys know about this whole high front tire pressure thing?
I've heard. You know
50
what?
front, 20 back.
You remember it
Sam.
started off back in the day like no front sway bar.
Yeah.
It was all
And
about
then
grip.
it was like, then it was, put your sway bar on the front back and then take the back one off and then grippy front tires and then like
Yeah.
cheaper rear tires. And it's like, no, all four got to be the same. Like,
Yeah, now I'm
Was
hearing.
it, you think it comes from Chelsea doing that video where he was, drifting on
That was
donuts,
a good
saying,
video.
saying
Yeah.
the fronts don't matter? Like,
but
you could
Chelsea
drift on-
doesn't realize that he's Chelsea.
Does
Chelsea
you
is
think
a
he
very
realizes that now
special-
that he's FD champion, like 2023, like
Yeah.
he's the actual champion now?
But all of that aside, though, from me watching, what makes me not like I guess enamored with the way that Chelsea drives is the way that he drives. It's like very smooth. It sets a goal for somebody. Like
Yeah.
he could drift fucking at least to
Anything.
my perspective
Anything.
Right.
Yeah.
So like
Chelsea, so he was around like when I first started doing street drifting. He actually used to work at a JDM shop and he had a Miata back then. I think people that drift Miatas are special. Real talk. Have you ever tried to drift?
Oh, they're
Miata?
special.
How
for
special?
Sure.
They're special, but
Special
like you
how?
said,
Josh.
he can drift anything. And he just has a way of simplifying. But he said he used to race spec Miatas back in the day. So I think that's where his
this
smoothness
makes
comes
sense.
from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like if you're doing grip driving and racing, there's a level of smoothness that most people don't have that you have to have. But that's what he said he was doing, I think, in Texas before he had moved up here. But yeah, that guy. And the funny thing is, Chelsea seems more humble now that he's champion than back in the day when I knew him.
I think it's because
You know what I mean?
I think it's because he's where he wants to be. Like he finally has an opportunity to
Yeah,
where
it's probably just
he doesn't have to
maturing.
ask anybody for anything. He doesn't
Yeah.
have to chase anybody for
Yeah.
anything. That he's finally kind of built himself up to where he can do exactly what Chelsea wants to do.
Yeah.
Because I've been, I think probably the only one in the room who really watches FD with any real regularity.
Yeah.
So seeing Chelsea come up from like the XDC and seeing him win XDC multiple times.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so he ran at the XCC series, won that multiple times, and then moved into FD,
Mm-hmm.
coming to FD in the E46, and then he was always that driver
That car was so ugly.
Yeah, it was. It really was. But he drove that car the way that like you wish like everybody
Yeah.
would drive.
Yeah.
But he was always such a racer, and then seeing him go from that to getting the ride at RTR, well not RTR at the time, it was ASD then, but
Really?
seeing him.
I know nothing about
I was just
like
gonna
pro
say
drifting.
you're literally an encyclopedia. Like, how did that
Yeah.
happen?
Listen, so
He
I've
he
been-
talks about pro drifting. I'm just like, bro, change.
listen,
the subject.
the way
Yeah.
the way that some people know football, basketball, like all
FD
these things,
is
for
for
me,
him.
it's FD.
I don't
And
think
it's-
I met someone that knows so much about it.
And it's because
Neither have I.
it's because I've been around it so long. So like I came up like probably early 2000s, like 2007 or so, in the South when Streetwise Drift was a thing. So Streetwise Drift was the kind of the sanctioning body that was the Pro-Am series in the South. So if you wanted a FD license and you were south of the Mason-Dixon, you were likely, and to be honest, for a lot of people on the East Coast, you were coming down to Streetwise to see us.
Yeah, I remember that.
So you've got your Pat Gooden came through. You've got your Nate Hamilton came through, got his license through the series. What's the guy that used to ride jet skis from Florida? I cannot think of his name right now.
DJ Khaled?
No. Rain X S14, Alec Honadale.
Oh, okay.
Alec Honadale also came through through Streetwise Drift. So because we were FD adjacent and we were a feeding series from there and we were in the South, when FD came to Road Atlanta, Streetwise would run the Pro-Am through Road Atlanta. So I think I just kind of got sucked in, just being adjacent to it, being close.
Did you ever go to Nopi Drift? Do you guys remember that?
I remember it, but I think that was before.
Nopi in Atlanta, probably.
Because Chelsea actually drove that.
Yeah, probably 2007. I was there.
I can't remember the year.
Yeah, probably 2007. Yeah. But no, Chelsea has been an honor to see him come up through the series, because I think he's come up in a way that you don't have a choice but to respect him.
It was an honor.
Yeah, you don't
want to give him an award.
Yeah, I mean, I would. I shake his hand. I give him a stiff dap. I give him a stiff dap.
All over the fucking place because Obi really just taking shots at Ryan.
That's
my brother. I got you.
You want to give him an award?
But I think kind of back to what we were talking about though. But just Chelsea's at the point now where he can just do what he wants.
Yeah,
he's finally built himself up to be able to do exactly what he wants, how he wants to do it. It's cool watching him build the Porsche, the Fox body.
I didn't know for the longest that he had a YouTube channel, and I started watching it recently. He's really good at setting up cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
you gotta be good.
His knowledge on that is he be talking about stuff I don't even know about.
That's kind of why.
He set up all the cars on RTR.
So I built an E36, right, and it was my first time drifting an E36, and it was terrible. It was twitchy and crazy. And Chelsea was like, "Yo, I got something that can help." He sent me some springs, and it transformed the car. He's
different spring rates or something?
It was just some rare springs that actually lowered the back of the car. I don't know what spring rate. He was just like, yeah, these are good, $50. And the car was amazing. And then I crashed it. But for the
totally unrelated.
Yeah, unrelated. But for the short period of time that I was like, yo, this dude knows his stuff. And I think he gave me some other pointers on how to change it up or whatever. I can't remember.
It's crazy that springs help that much.
Yeah, I was very skeptical, but I was like, all right, well, I mean,
yeah.
You kind of know what you're talking about, so let me try it.
I like that. I feel like every way that he sets a car up is because he just believes that it's that way.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I know Frankie hears the 50 PSI fronts, high PSI front, low PSI rear shit, and he's like, what the fuck?
That sounds so
weird.
Counterintuitive.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
There's extremes to it. I get it. It sounds fucking wild. Even to
kids these days, man.
Yeah.
Have you tried it?
Yes, that's why.
It works?
Yeah, yes. So what I believe in is if you think that it's going to make you drive better that way,
it helps.
Then go do that.
So it's all.
Do you have to throw
in your imagination?
So in my opinion, what happens with the 50 PSI thing? Here's a prime example. We were at the Ready Set Drift Day, June 16th weekend.
I'm believing you less and less the more you talk. But let's see how it goes.
Hold on. Well, you would know if you went.
Because he keeps saying this side of the table
that was a
versus
shot.
this side of the table.
That was a shot.
You would know. You would know if you went.
So I'll drive your car tomorrow.
Knock yourself out because it's not going to.
You hesitated though.
Knock yourself out.
Don't say that.
Go for it.
Don't say that.
Drive it.
Yeah, you stop.
You're gonna hate the shifter. You're gonna complain about it.
Yo.
The seat's crooked from the seat.
That was Daryl's red car. Have
Which
you ever
one?
driven his old SC?
Bro, the seat was mounted to the floor.
Bro, his shifter was so stiff. I had to use two hands.
Dude, I pulled my rotator cup doing that shit because I had that same shifter.
Oh, for real?
But yeah,
what shifter is it?
FenFab. Bullshit company. Don't buy from it.
Dude, wow. Here we are.
FenFab. Your shit is whack.
Seeing Daryl. So I never saw Daryl drift in person until I saw a video of him at Englishtown. And apparently this was the first time he went to Englishtown. And Carl
tree
was
turn?
He's like, you got to watch this video. I'm like, okay. And I watch it. And he's fucking going first, second, third. I don't know if he went to fourth, but he was in third.
Yeah.
No,
Either way, he was in
loves
third or
putting it in
fourth.
fourth.
And I was like, what the fuck are we doing here? And then he just fucking flicks it to turn one. He's got like ragged ass gloves
He
on.
got the fingerless.
I'm like, what are we doing?
And it's always on one hand, too.
And dude,
Like
he's about to throws it in the turn.
Do y'all know the story of the fingerless gloves?
It's his mom. His mom.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I would make fun of the fingerless gloves, like, what the fuck's going on? Until he told me it was his mom. I'm like, all right.
But like,
What's his mom?
this is my first experience watching this, and I'm like, damn. And I'm just watching the video. I was like, damn. I was like, this guy's good at drifting. I was like, this is his first time on this track.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this guy's fucking serious.
That was mid-pond, bro.
And then I was like, that's an NA motor. Like,
Yeah. And the
What?
SC is not an easy
That shit
car.
big as hell.
It's not an easy car.
No.
When he went to mid-pond for mid-pond 1,
Yep.
I think that's so we had the summer sausage. You went though?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we started doing this thing and like
Pre-pause.
pre-pause.
Yeah, I was gonna say summer sausage.
Pre-pause. So it started with a Walmart trip. Shout out to Joe.
Yeah.
Joe was sick of our shit.
She's all our moms.
Like she was all of our moms.
Yeah.
Because
Joanna?
Yes.
Yo,
She's our
because
mom.
Yeah, Joe.
we're in Walmart. We're already in Alabama. We're in Walmart. We're walking around and we're just being idiots.
Yeah.
Like we're just being idiots. And like we got to this point where like people are just bringing sausages and just throwing sausages in the cart. And Joe's like, no, put it back. and like people are just bringing bigger and bigger sausages. It like starts with hot dogs, graduates to brats, and like so like somehow. Somebody put a summer sausage and
it made it through
the
checkout.
cart, and it made it through the checkout, and nobody caught it.
Yeah.
Like so, we had a cart like full of stuff, and it ended up checked out. So we get back to where we're staying, and we're taking all the stuff out, and we've got the summer sausage, and we're like, we got to do something with this. So we decided to make it the hard charger.
The hard charger. Super pause. The hard charger of the event takes home the summer sausage.
Yep.
So
That's a cool line.
Yeah, you keep it to
write
the
that
next
down,
event.
write that
And
down.
you give
what,
it to
hard
him?
charger?
The hard charger of the event gets the summer sausage.
Gets the summer sausage.
I need that on a shirt.
So who do you guys think got the summer sausage?
I know Daryl did not come home with any arrow.
Yes.
None of it.
Because
That's
he
true.
was the hard charger.
He got the summer sausage.
Super pause.
But shout out Daryl again. He did leave the summer sausage in the car.
Yes.
For weeks.
Yeah. And it exploded.
That's
He was supposed to give it to
smells
Twitch.
probably crazy.
Ew.
Yeah.
Twitch won the hard charger last year.
Yeah.
No. Was it last year?
Yeah, it was.
What track were we at? Oh, mid-pond.
Yeah,
again.
mid-pond
Yeah.
linear.
Does Twitch still not have a cage in his car?
He does now.
Okay.
He does now. Yeah.
He's A group club loser.
Bro,
Thank God.
Twitch.
Him and Cher.
I thought he was just doing like, maybe it wasn't him I was thinking of. I thought we were at an event last time and I was watching someone. I was like, this person still doesn't have a cage in their car.
It's probably me.
I was like, what? And they're
That's
like
why I
totally.
built my 36 because I was planning on coming back to Club Loose a lot more.
Oh,
so I was
yeah.
trying to build an A group car, but
I wish we had a bigger facility. We just keep all the cars here.
yeah. But I mean, I wrote that off.
Listen,
So-
I'm thankful that I'm not close to you guys because I would be so much broker than I currently am.
Yeah.
I love that. Frankie loves hearing that.
Like, I'd be so much. You took me on that tour, and I'm like, I need this. I need this. I need
Bro,
this.
you
And
saw
I'm
Magic
like,
Get out, man.
the
Yeah.
showroom was up and
Right.
running.
Yeah,
Oh
now
my
you got
gosh.
that. You got the cage.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But wait, the car setup thing. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
We're back. We're back. And
sidetracked.
we're back. We are so back. What were we talking about?
I have no idea what
No,
you're
I'm just
saying.
kidding.
Yeah, 50
the car setup
PSI
thing. So
for it?
50 PSI,
Oh, that
whatever
shitty
PSI you want to run.
wow.
Whatever
You're right.
PSI you want to run, whatever it is, 60, 50, 20, green, yellow, black, white, brown, I don't care.
It's 2024. Anything's
It's
possible.
Yeah.
whatever makes you drive your best is what you should do
Yeah,
and what
just
you should
understeer
believe
to all
in.
your friends. It's
no,
fine.
so I gave it a try. June 16th, ready, set, drift. I saw Hayes there. Matt Craig was like, do the backy comp or do the entry comp, and I'm like, I don't know how
Those
to do
guys
that.
are cool.
And then look
Shout
at
out
that,
Hayes.
look at that coaster, Matt, Jeff,
What's
Corey.
up?
What are we doing? Why
Yeah.
is that shit upside down?
Who was high as fuck when they fucking printed
I
that
mean,
out?
What
they're,
are we
they're
doing?
called Hayes,
Mike.
so
I mean, it's interesting we're talking about it.
I think
Purple.
I think that's actually super fitting though. I think we all agreed on that.
I wonder if it was intentional. Like,
But they encouraged me to do this, and so I did this. And then I remember in my head, I had this conversation with Sam, Smooth Brain, Wait,
that's his nickname?
Yeah,
No,
That's a
wow.
team name.
That's a
Smooth
team
Brain.
name. Team
Oh,
Smooth
wow.
Brain.
Word? Are they out
Drive
of Jersey?
Drive amazing, bro. Indiana. They're from Fort Wayne. They're
Yeah,
cool.
young
They got
batch
some
of kids.
style.
They're crazy driving
Remember the
style.
Dayton boys?
Yeah.
Man, their cars. That
The yellow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. My bad. I
That-
keep
That
interrupting.
came and went, right?
No, one of
Or
them
was
still
it?
exists. So I think the dude who had the kooky S14, I think
Yeah,
he went
that
to
was the one that
350Z.
was. Yeah,
I think he still has it. I don't know.
that Koki was.
Yeah, it was hard.
But
Even
if you-
the 180. Well,
Yeah.
the hatch. My bad.
No.
My fault.
You're good. Because I'm
we
going to get
all
invested
do,
in that
sir.
conversation. But I'm gonna wrap this up. If it makes you drive better, then do that. So that's what I did. I was like, okay, let me go try this. And in my mind, what I'm thinking, that my theory is that if I want to throw an angle where I need the front to drag a little bit more, which is like, oh, I
Okay,
want to
yeah.
impress these people. I want to do a little bit more of a showy
Okay,
entry.
that makes sense
Need
now.
the front to drag.
Is that what it's
Even
for? Backwards entry?
No, it's not even for that. It's that when you're drifting, one tire is fighting the other at all
Yeah,
times,
yeah.
always. Whether it's
Well.
the front or the lead tire.
I
And then
learned
if you
about
have
Ackerman.
it,
Yeah, I was
if you
gonna
have
say,
it, if you have
finally.
it up high, the tire when you're doing your initial entry or your bite, the initial bite,
doesn't
like the
drag as
tire is
much.
still there, but like it's not as much. But when you're in drift, dude, the steering feel completely changes.
Really?
The angle at which I'm drifting completely changes. Like the little balance point. I'm gonna call it balance point. If you're a motorcycle rider, you know
Mm-hmm.
exactly what that means. But like, it changes. Everything changes just because of the front PSI went way up. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean,
Give
I'd
it a
like to
try. If you don't like it,
experience
then you don't like it. Drop it back
Yeah.
down. I'm not gonna make you do whatever.
So-
I will
But-
say, like, people.
So what are we
try it.
saying? Like 60 front, like 40 rear?
I like to do
The rear is the
double in the
same.
front. And
Rear's
the rear.
whatever you run.
Wait, you said same?
He
I like
said
to
40
I
in
like
the
to do I like to
40
do
front.
rear and then double it for the front.
Whoa.
So at mid
So
pond
you
when
really
I went,
throw your car.
yeah. My
I mean,
arm
that kinda
in,
makes
in,
sense.
in like any in car, unfortunately, my hands are so sloppy and like on an entry, my elbow
making pizzas.
My elbow is
Slapping.
hitting the fucking roof.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Carl wants to have a 2001 style drift car, but he wants to drive like it's a Mahon car.
yo,
So that's the.
that'd be
funny.
cool. That sounds fun.
That's how my E36 felt. But I had a lot more rear grip than front. And that's pretty much why I crashed. But
well, E36
Well, I
got a
crashed
bunch of
'cause I
rear
suck.
grip.
Yo, bro.
Always.
I
That
never-
car was so slow, but it was the fastest in drift
So
car
fast.
that I've
That's what
ever
everyone
had.
says, yeah.
It was ridiculous.
I just saw a video of that car the other day and like just remembered.
Turn one at Spirit. Oh my,
No,
I
this
beat
was
that
it was
up.
video. I think it was from the private that we did
Oh,
together.
at Piedmont.
Yeah, Piedmont.
Yeah, that was the first time I drove it.
Yeah, and just seeing that car like skate out like down the
Yeah.
hill, like that car was definitely, you could tell it was gripped up.
Yeah, so I went from an S14 to a SC, and
Dude,
yeah, trying to be different. But the SC is so, no matter how hard you throw it, it just looks undramatic.
It's 'cause it's
From-
long.
Right, it's super long, lazy transitions. And so when I built the E36, like it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun because I'm like, I'm bored in the SC cabin, but in the E36, I'm swatting bees. Like
Yeah.
you said, my hands are busy. I'm smacking my arm against the door. Like it's crazy. It was so fun, but I had that car for
SC
4
looks
events.
good though.
I love that car.
dude, Daryl's car. Every time I see it, man, it still blows my mind that he's my roommate. It's funny as fuck
Bro,
sometimes. Like
did you know of him before you guys?
we've been friends for a good time now, for a
Yeah.
good chunk of time now.
Good time?
Long time.
Okay, not a good time.
Maybe both.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't
Shout
know.
out to Joe.
I'm just gonna drop
And
a
that means,
pause.
and also coincidentally, that also means that I get Joe as a roommate, which is
She's
awesome.
dope. Does she cook for you?
Sometimes if I don't like if that's your food, like
Yeah, I
eat
feel
that.
you.
But if she offers
She
it to
can
me,
cook, though.
dude, oh
Joe-
hell
Joe-
yeah,
Joe-
she
she's
can
cooked
cook.
for
Joe
us.
Joe can cook
throwing
the
that-
fuck.
Listen, Joe's cooking is
Joe
the
can cook. What
centerpiece
the
of the
hell,
Team Brown
man?
event.
Yeah.
You are
coming
not
on.
at a Team Brown event if Joe's not cooking.
Yeah, bro.
If Joe doesn't make you a sandwich on grid, it's not a Team
and
Brown
cuss
event.
you out.
My favorite
Yeah.
shit is that I get startled pretty easily because I'm always just, but like I'll be walking around the house, I have headphones on. Joe's pretty quiet.
She is, yeah.
So
She'll
like,
sneak up on you.
yeah, she'll be sitting down somewhere, quiet as fuck, like on her phone. I loop the corner, and then Joe's immediate reaction every time.
What, Carl?
Irritated.
That's her.
Irritated.
100%. That's
Mad.
her.
Upset.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, Carl, what? I love that shit.
Yeah.
Daryl's brother's like that too. He was asleep on the couch.
Oh, yeah? We
in
thought he was a
Justin's
pile of
house.
laundry.
We thought he was just clothes. He didn't move for like an hour and a half.
So backstory. We had just gotten in. We got to Joe's house, got to Justin's house
From Lanier.
Like from
we
Lanier.
did 2 events.
We're getting everybody in the house, loading everything in, bringing stuff in from the trucks, like putting stuff on the couch, going back out, reparking cars, and like he just walks inside, lays out on the couch, and passes out. So when we go in, like.
But we didn't know that. We deduced that later.
Yeah, like, but it was after he got up. Like, somebody said something to him or something like that, and he got up.
Yeah, he moved.
And he moved, and we were all,
I was
whoa.
like, yo, what is that? Everybody jumped like, what is that?
I thought it was part of the couch.
Yes.
It
literally, bro. He looked like
like a pile of, like, just bags and clothes
Oh
and
my
hoodies on the.
That kind of happened the other day, dude. I came home
so chill.
I came home from here, and Dame was at the house. That does not matter to me. If you're staying at my house and you're already there, like
It's all good.
Like I don't really care. I come home, I look right in the living room. You see how the couch is laid
Yeah,
out. He's
yeah.
laid out, but with a blanket on him. And I'm
And
like,
he covers his whole
yeah,
body.
he's covered the whole body. And I see Ari, and I'm like, his daughter. I'm like, hey Ari, where's that? And then Dame just goes, yo. And I'm like, oh, yo, what's up?
He should be an assassin, bro. That's hilarious.
He would have killed us all that day.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
he
We
would've
all would have been dead.
Everybody
For
did.
sure. Oh, I got to tell a story about that event, though. So we had been planning that event for like...
Which event is this one?
This is Mid-Pond 2?
2, Mid-Pond.
So
So
we
we
did
did
Mid-Pond
Lanier.
2, Lanier 1.
Yeah.
And we had been planning that for like, 5 months or something
Yeah.
like that. And I left work early, and I came home to hitch up my trailer, and it was not there.
Why?
My trailer was gone. And I was like, I was devastated, bro, because I was so looking forward to that event. And I was just like, I'm not going to make it. Like, I don't have a trailer. My trailer's stolen. This dude drove all the way to Atlanta, and his friend, Kareem, shout out Kareem, took his truck and trailer and drove all the way back to Durham, North Carolina.
Oh my God.
So you're like skipping over like the beautiful parts.
Yeah,
of
wait,
that.
what is going on
You're
right
skipping-
now?
He called me.
So,
I
like-
wasn't answering my phone.
There's the part. It's like
I
I'm
was
trying to get in
pissed.
touch with him because like we're
Yeah.
supposed to link up. He's
Yeah.
supposed to be with us, like because we're mobbing down to Atlanta all together. There's like 3 or 4 of us, and like I'm calling him
Where you at?
even the
Where
night
you at?
before.
I didn't want to talk to
because
nobody.
he was supposed
Yeah.
to meet me at my house, and like everybody's meeting. Daryl's coming down. I'm calling him, not answering his phone. Calling him, not answering his phone. Up until the point where we're meeting with everybody. I'm calling this dude, doesn't answer his phone. So we're driving down the road. Like an hour down the road, I call him. Finally, he answers his phone. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
like, where are you?
And that's the energy I didn't
So-
want. You know, like I wanted to be sad and upset.
I'm like, bro, where are you? And he's like, bro, like, I'm not. He's like, my trailer got stolen. I'm like, bro, like, what? You know, what's going on? He's telling me the whole story.
I was out with all my guns looking for it.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm like,
shit.
I'm like,
So
I'm
mad.
like, bro,
South
give me,
stuff.
I'm like, give me a bit. Let me call you back. So I hang up the phone. I'm sitting with, my best friend Kareem. Shout out Kareem, my brother.
He's a dope human,
Yeah,
bro.
like sitting with him, like passenger seat, because this was his first Team Brown event. I just invited him to come with me. He
wasn't drifting at this.
he
time.
wasn't drifting
He had
at this
just
time.
come-
I just invited him to come out. Like, yo, these brothers, like, you're important to me. These brothers are important to me. I need you to come and meet these guys. Just come out.
Oh, he had just aligned your car the night
Yeah.
before too.
Yep.
And that was the first time I talked to him.
Yep. So like I was like, you got to come meet these guys. So Kareem's shotgun with me. I'm towing my car on the trailer all the way down to Atlanta. I'm like, bro, this is what's going on. Like, what do you do? And so we're driving, and it's about a 4-hour drive. We get to about an hour north of Atlanta, and Kareem goes, yo,
Take your car off the trailer.
what if you took your car off the trailer?
Yeah.
You go the rest of the way to Atlanta, your car will make it. And I'll turn around, take your truck and trailer, and go back and get Obi. And I'm like, this will work. So we stop at a truck stop. I call Obi. I'm like, yo, I'm going to drop my car right here where I'm at. I'm about an hour away from Justin's house. I'm going to drive my car the rest of the way down. and Kareem's gonna come back. He's like, no, you can't do
was
that.
like, no.
I'm like, listen, it's too late. It's already happening.
It's already in the
We're
already in motion.
We're already at a Flying J. We're already at Flying J. I'm already unloading my car off the back of the trailer. Kareem's already like ready to turn around and go back. So Kareem turns around, drives from an hour north of Atlanta to Durham, North Carolina.
How far is that?
That's like 6 hours.
Yeah, like 6 hours.
Oh my God.
So
We
listen,
had
bro. I help people. It's hard for me to take help.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
I
when
feel that.
when
yeah.
he said that, bro, that's time.
That's crazy.
Gas.
Not to mention,
trailer.
you guys got to get back.
No,
Facts.
it's time. That's the
Yes.
most valuable thing. You said it already. That's it.
Time, because you can get money back,
You could do other shit.
but you can't get your time back.
Yeah.
And this was his first trip, with him. The first time I talked to him was the night before when
Yep.
he was asking my opinion on alignment specs.
Yep.
And so I'm like, this dude's cool, but I don't know him like that. And even Ryan, I knew him. We had broken bread. And I was like, I'm not trying to take your trailer. You know what I mean? But they literally
Kinda
would not,
forced you.
They wouldn't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
So we're like, no-
and bro, it was like a crazy rainstorm.
Yeah, right before that. So I'm like, no, we send him back. So Kareem goes, meets Obi. They shake hands for the first time.
Yeah. That's
Putting Obi's car on my
Instant
trailer.
vibe though. He's one of those dudes like
On my trailer. They then load his car up, leave Durham, stop in Charlotte again, where we
Yeah.
started from.
pick up another trailer.
to pick up another trailer from another mutual friend of ours, to then come back and bring me a second trailer so that I have a trailer to get on.
Who was
when we
that?
get back.
Wait,
what's
so
his name
two
again?
Johnny.
trucks were coming back?
Johnny. Yeah.
Johnny. So we
Yeah.
went. So basically, what they did is Kareem took my truck and trailer, drove to Durham, took my trailer off, hooked it
Hitched it to my truck.
hooked his truck,
Put my
put
car on
Obi's
that.
car on my trailer, hooked to
Okay.
Obi's
Right.
truck. Cream.
Well,
drives
now it's
back
all
with the
solved
empty
because you
trailer.
got another trailer.
Yep.
So now the
New
way
trailer
back
come
is
back.
solved too.
I then get on new trailer, and
But let me tell you what happened now.
oh yeah,
Worst case scenario. Worst case scenario.
It falls off.
Yes. At 90 plus.
Shut the fuck up. I was kidding.
Bro.
Well, you went to the worst case.
That is the absolute worst case
and it wasn't worst case
scenario.
because like I'm about to wreck. I lost a trailer and I'm about to destroy
About to
your
destroy
trailer.
someone's trailer. Yeah.
So like I'm about to pay for yours and then still not have money to buy my own trailer back. But bro, I have my butt has not puckered that hard.
What happened?
Bro, so apparently I had never hitched it, right?
oh no.
And we're booking, trying to make up time, right?
Yeah.
The rain had stopped at this point. And going uphill, that's probably what saved me. We were going uphill, and it was a 4-lane? It was like a 4-lane when it spreads out right before Charlotte. 4-lane. Kareem called me just as the trailer started this way. So apparently he started to see sparks because it had unhitched and it was
And
on,
it was dragging
on
by the tongue. Yeah.
So it was on the skid plate, right?
You didn't even hear it.
I didn't hear it. I didn't feel it. But as soon as my
Whoa.
phone rang,
Wait, what kind of truck is towing this?
QX80. The
Interesting.
worst,
big
bro.
boy.
The worst part is
Interesting. It wasn't
he had a
Chevy.
tire on the front of the hitch. So actually, it didn't go down to the chains. It hit the tire first.
Oh, it's
so
probably bouncing.
bro, it was bouncing and swaying.
Yeah.
I could see my car out my driver window. That's how much it was swaying. I looked in my rearview mirror. All traffic. had,
Yeah, because
like-
it's not hitched, so it's like kind of just.
it's only hooked by
It's
the
not
chains. At this point.
controlling
the
the-
chains
the-
are only
Probably
strong.
going like this.
Yeah.
I literally was looking for. There was a 18-wheeler that was getting tires put on it on the side of the road, and I was like, I just want to hold it until I'm past that 18-wheeler because I don't want to kill anybody.
Yeah.
I was sure I was going over.
Yeah.
I had no control whatsoever. But like I said, we were going uphill.
So you look behind you and you just see this thing going.
I saw everyone slam on brakes,
This is horrifying, dude. Just a side.
and I
this
just
thing is
I
just-
could see in my peripheral side to side. I could see my car. I did a hell of a strap job though, because it was going up on two wheels.
Yeah.
on both
Oh
sides.
my God.
The car didn't come off, thank God. And I didn't hit the brake because it's
Yeah.
like one of the worst things you could do. I just was light on the gas to try to keep it as straight as possible, and I was just trying to get past that 18-wheeler. Because there was like the roadside emergency guy and the truck driver, and I was just like, I don't want to wipe them out.
Imagine their faces when this car goes by. They're like, holy shit.
God.
Right before that area is that little curvy section that's only like 2 lanes.
Yep.
Had it happened there, I would have been off the road for sure.
So this is
sure.
okay that it not okay.
You were
but
going
it's
up
the
It was
best
best case scenario.
A best case scenario.
Best case scenario. So like, it stopped. and I pulled over to the side of the road. There's a hole in his spare, like this wide.
Because it was just running it down.
Once it popped, then it fell on the chains. So that's what kind of saved me.
It's kind of good that you're talking about this because people probably think when that happens that they will know.
No.
You have no
idea.
Good to know that you won't really know.
But you want to, like, to fast forward, you want to know something funny that I do? So it sat on the foot for the jack, the tongue jack on the front. It sat on the foot, and it actually wore through that. Like half of it's gone.
Yeah.
I've intentionally not replaced
Left it there.
The reason why I leave it there, because when I see that, it's my reminder to always make sure that that the hitch is locked, the pin is through, and that everything is connected.
The difference between our trucks too, though, is like mine's stock red height, his is lifted. So
maybe that had something to do with it.
The tire wouldn't have affected him because his chains would be higher with his hitch. His trailer's actually kind of angled when he has it on the truck. Mine is like flat.
Yeah.
So there's not much space between where the tire was in the road.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because when you think of that happening, you're like, oh, it'll be obvious.
No.
Like it'll be making a lot of noise and there'll be a bang and nope.
I was doing so. Charlotte is 2 hours away
From
Durham.
Yes.
We were probably 45 minutes outside of Charlotte. I made it from Durham. That's a long way, and we were speeding the whole way. And it didn't happen until that point.
Yeah, it didn't happen until
It's ridiculous.
It's just sitting on there and then just popped off.
Yeah, it didn't fully like hit that.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all believe in God, but I definitely do.
Was that the day? No,
No, for sure that was God. Because like, if it really felt like, and even before then, we were pulling out, and somebody cut me off, and I almost hit them pulling onto the road. It literally felt like something was trying to keep me from coming. And it actually was one of the best events that we had. Like,
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was
But
super weird.
you know,
man.
to be honest, and like him and I talked about this, and this is one of the things that I told him when I called him. Like, bro, I'm sitting in your trailer. I was like, there is something for you here that something is trying to keep you from. There is something for you here that you're supposed to get, see, experience, or whatever. So
Like a
like
quest.
Yeah, like I'm supposed to have you here. And to be honest, there is something for somebody in every event that we've had. And it's funny is we almost said that the events were a curse because up until what was it last year?
Yeah.
After every event, somebody had a kid.
Somebody had a
Oh
child.
shit! Down, you're up.
After
Right.
down,
He is
like
next.
literally
Yes.
first
Every
event,
single one.
First event, US
You,
Air.
Oz,
Yeah,
me.
US Air.
Oh, shit.
Obi
Jamar.
has a kid.
Jamar.
Yeah, like literally after every event,
Yeah.
somebody had a kid. Like
I don't think I can make it tomorrow.
Obi was first. Then it was me. Then it was Jamar.
Yeah.
After Apple Valley,
Yeah.
Jamar had a kid a few months later.
That's
like
crazy.
Like literally after every event. I think this will be the first one. Well, no, that's not true because some people are on their second on this.
Ned,
one.
that's why Ned's not here.
If Pat moves out, Joe D. Baby Root.
Right.
Tell me to just get out the house. I'm good.
I
bruh.
will say though, what was there for me was that Jamaican food in Atlanta.
Yes.
We went to, was it Negril?
Yeah, it wasn't a girl in Atlanta.
if you
Yeah,
ever
shout
Yo,
out
I
to
feel
that girl.
so much pressure right now that this food's not going to be that good that I
If
ordered.
it's
Nah,
trash.
it can't be worse than some
yeah.
of the stuff we have in North Carolina.
No, but I get like to kind of get back to what I was saying though. Like that's one of the things that's great about these events. It's really not about the driving. Like each one of these events, I could without a shadow of a doubt tell you that if I went to this event and I did not drive a single lap, and actually this will be the first year that I'm coming without a car. Pause. This will be the first year that I don't have a car at the event, but I'm still excited to be here and spend time with my brothers and hang out and, you know, to really be able to vibe with everybody. And it's really, we say that the event isn't the driving itself.
You're gonna see tomorrow, bro. The driving is important, and we push each other to get better. But you will see tomorrow the vibes, and
He's looking at Frankie because you're coming.
I know. What time does this end?
so
No, you're coming from the beginning,
No, I
bro.
can't.
honestly, the part, if you have to be there for a part, you want to get there after the driving.
Yes.
What?
When's the driving
Yes.
end though? Because I want to see
6.
this.
It's like a regular.
Okay.
Regular club loose day.
We'll try to make. I'm trying to make it,
Bro,
Frankie.
you gotta pull up.
Frankie hasn't been to a single fucking drift event that I
I
was at
literally
this year.
went to an event like last week.
Come to
that
Sneaky
I
Pete's.
drove at.
Frankie, come to Sneaky Pete's afterwards.
I'll be there.
It's gonna be.
If I had the trailer, I would have brought
I
it.
don't
Shut
want
up.
to. I don't
Wish I
want
had
to
a car right
overhype
now.
it, but
Right.
you know, it's gonna be.
There's
something else.
there's no way to really overhype it. It's
Bro,
gonna
the
be what it
dudes that
always
are
is.
coming, like
Yeah.
Nick D'Alessio, Reese,
Damn.
Rich Whiteman, Damien from
Yeah.
he's not driving, but Dan Popovich is coming. He's not driving.
What are you
Wait,
doing tomorrow,
really?
Frankie? What are you doing
Yeah.
tomorrow, Frankie?
Bro, I'm telling yo,
Frankie,
all the
look at me,
dudes
look
from
at me,
back
look
in
at
the
me.
I'm coming,
day.
Carl. I'll come down.
What time are you doing your bullshit?
I'm not coming in the morning. I'll
Park
pause
your
that.
peanuts in the morning and
Pause.
go to the track.
Pause.
Mike from One Motion, he's coming and driving.
Oh, I love Mike.
Yeah, bro.
I can drive your car, right?
We met him at Kentucky.
I'm driving your car, right?
Yeah, you come, you drive the car.
Yeah.
Pause.
All right.
Willie Ortega, he's cooking for us.
That's all you had to say.
He's doing his
All right.
mojo chicken.
I'll be there.
I think
Yeah, I
Hector
need
might
help
be
mounting a
cooking.
pair of tires.
Kyle's barbecuing.
Yes. Didn't I hear something about empanadas on grid?
Empanadas.
I heard that too.
I'm cutting hair. There's gonna be a tattoo artist there. Like
Malcolm,
Yeah, yo, it's supposedly that's what Petty said. Oh, you do
bring the
tattoos?
bike tomorrow, Malcolm.
Oh, I'm about to say.
When have
Bring
you
the
ever,
bike tomorrow,
when have
man.
you ever been to a drift event that includes all of these elements?
Yo,
simultaneously?
Frankie, give me a
Yeah.
faction tattoo.
I'm not giving you no tattoo.
I want the person to be like, give you,
you
the
want the
pen.
blessing.
I
That's
want
what
you
you
to
want.
give. I want them to give you the pen thing. And
I'm not
I want
drunk.
you
You
to.
want
terrible.
him to actually tattoo you.
Yeah.
You don't want him to like write on you and then tattoo over it.
No.
You want him to
I want
actually,
him with the thing.
You're trying to
Do it.
die.
Our one buddy Miyagi has a faction tattoo.
Yeah,
That's the
it's
sickest
sick.
tattoo
It's
ever.
That's
so
dope.
cool.
I gotta
It's
see a
literally like
picture.
it's like a Reaper and it says Faction Drift Club or something.
Do you
It's so
have any
cool.
tats?
It's
No.
so cool.
Wait a
I
minute.
can't. Do you want any?
I don't know. I mean, I'm
one.
not against it.
Right. I
But-
used to be against it. I grew up like I was Seventh-day Adventist. So actually, that's probably why when we were talking about the car, you hadn't seen it. I didn't do any Saturday events.
Okay.
I grew up Seventh-day Adventist. So like,
What does that mean?
What is that?
So-
you need to educate me.
Seventh-day Sabbath, and on the seventh day, he used to be Seventh-day Adventist as well. So you don't do anything secular on that day. From Friday, sundown Friday to sundown Saturday.
So I think the easiest way to explain it to people, if you think of like a very traditional, like someone who observes the Jewish faith,
Yeah.
where they observe
Saturday is like the
typical
day.
Sabbath, where they don't,
Yeah.
they're not cooking, they're not, they're
We're
not
not to
going to go
that.
on.
They,
Yeah, not
I
to
shouldn't
that
say
extent,
we, but it's similar. It
but
comes
it's-
from that.
Yeah, it's similar in that way to where we observe the 7 days, or we observe the 7-day Sabbath, where it was from sunset Friday to sunset Saturday. It's time spending with your family. It's church.
Yeah.
It's time out of the world. I guess you could say is
Right.
the best way to put it.
What religion is this? Is
This
that-
is
Christian.
called-
It's a
it's
Christian
called
faith.
that?
It's Seventh-day Adventist.
Yeah.
Seventh-day Adventist.
But it's
yeah.
a Christian faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so
I'm
interesting. I
I'm
never
no
even heard
longer.
that.
I'm no longer. My understanding has changed. It can be a very legalistic denomination where I don't want to get into religion.
Yeah.
I'm
But
down.
it's-
Nah, you
It's
good.
like-
Frankie loves this shit. I'm gonna go get a cookie from him.
Are you Christian?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But I like to learn about all this.
Do you know about Christians?
I was raised Roman Catholic, so
Okay, so
You understand getting beat up over a rule that you didn't follow.
you know
Yeah.
you know what salvation is, right? Being saved.
yes. Okay.
Okay, so
yes.
being saved is supposedly an act of faith, right? You have access to it through faith, but a lot of denominations have a lot of rules that they add to their belief system, and it starts to become a legalistic thing where you try to earn God's favor when you can't.
Yeah.
There's no way you can earn God's favor. The only way you can earn God's favor is through faith. And so I had a lot of, my family's Jamaican, very strict dogmatic beliefs.
Yeah.
And so I would not do anything secular. I grew up as an athlete and I wouldn't play sports on Saturdays.
Wow.
And a lot of sports happen on Saturdays. Club loose days, all the best days
Yeah.
are Saturdays.
So you're only at night moves.
I would do not. Yeah, bro. Back in the parking lot
Yeah.
Wednesday nights. I'd pro bro down any 2 days. I would do the. I would come Saturday night, hang
Yeah.
out, and then do the Sunday, and it would suck. It's like everyone's hungover and the cars are broken on Sunday.
Sunday was always like the
whack day. It was
the straggler day.
But it was the driving day. Like, if you want to see
if
time.
you want to see time, which I got a decent amount, but I was also broke back then, bro. I was doing like used tires from.
Hey, yo, you don't be looking over here.
I forget why I was saying that though.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that while we were going through it, and I was like, I don't think we're ever going to find.
I want to know. I want to know
I
how.
think you were talking about attending Club Loose and like why you were missing like specific days and why you maybe didn't see each other.
Yeah,
before that.
I think we were just talking about religion.
But why did I bring up?
I just seemed so interested, so we went off on it.
I want to know how both of y'all really. found...
you know how we got here? We were talking about the trailer and like you said, I don't know if you believe in God, but like
that day. Yeah. Damn, you got a good memory for real. Holy shit.
Yeah.
God damn, no memory fog for you, bro.
Right.
God, jeez.
What were you about to say?
But I want to know how both of y'all found your love for this, because you guys are both into. Anytime I run into somebody who's into the same kind of motorsport that I'm in, drifting specifically, like you could like cars and all that. That's a pretty big sample. Mm-hmm. But if you're into drifting specifically, that's a pretty small, like...
You have to be a weird person.
Yeah, you got to be kind of into it.
Yes.
So how did you guys both, I guess whoever wants to go first, but how'd you guys both find your love for this?
For me, it was stumbling on S chassis.
Just 240s in general.
Like literally, I stumbled on an S chassis. I went to move to Raleigh to go to school. Moved up there without a car. There was a small used car dealer literally around the corner from where I was staying, and they had an S13 on the lot. I bought it.
S13 on the lot.
What
Wait
year
a
was that?
minute. Yeah. What year?
This was 2000 and probably 6. Yeah, this is probably 2006.
Wow.
It's like a 10-year-old.
Yeah, it was a used car lot. It was an S13. It was clean, you know, and the price was right. You know, my...
Do you remember the price?
I don't remember how much I paid for it. I really don't. But it was a refund check.
I remember those.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Yeah.
I used
refund
to be
check
hungry.
refund check from school, and I used that to pay for it. And funny story, like I was driving it and I drove it stock, and like I didn't know knew anything. I didn't have any miles to it, and was driving through Greensboro to pick up my ex-girlfriend. She had come to town. I had come to pick her up. I was going to take her back to Raleigh to kind of spend some time with me.
Get them cheeks.
Yeah, schedule an appointment, Nami. Go off, Queen.
Leaving town, and debatable story, but I got hit by a cop.
What?
T-bone.
Whoa!
Hit me in the,
My mom got
coming-
T-boned by a cop.
Come through an intersection.
But,
coming through an
How was that a
intersection.
pause? How was that a pause?
That's funny.
I don't know.
That's funny.
Coming through an intersection, get hit in the rear quarter.
Dang.
Spun me around 180,
Yeah.
smashed my quarter in.
And then he got off with everything.
No, what they did is they got some witnesses that
He
weren't
got a
there.
promotion. Yeah.
They got some
What?
witnesses that weren't there because there was nobody in the intersection.
Cops do that? Oh my god.
They got they got some witnesses to say that like the light was red and had been red for a very long time, and I ran it.
I'm sure.
And then so they wrote me a ticket, and then they came up to me and they told me exactly to the T what I needed to do in the courthouse and what I needed to tell the DA to get out of the ticket. Literally told me exactly verbatim. I did exactly as they said, and they
Straight to jail.
ticket gone.
Wow.
Ticket
But
gone.
you had no car.
But my car was trashed.
Dang, you never told me this story.
So I grew up working on cars. Like, we weren't, super rich. So like my dad taught me how to wrench, and, we did our own work. So I started looking for parts to try and fix what was wrong, fix a couple things. And I stumbled across a community, actually, this community right here, CarolinaNissans.com.
Dang, that's a throwback.
No longer exists, but it was a forum back in the day. Stumbled across it, started asking questions, and I met a family of guys there. Some of these guys are, my brothers to this day. And they took me to my first drift event at Piedmont Dragway in Julian, North Carolina. Shout out Piedmont Dragway. The spirit.
Shout out Ryan Devers.
Yeah, shout out.
He used to drive FD.
He did. He did. He used to drive Streetwise Drifts. So shout out the Devers, the whole family.
Great people.
The spirit. I consider Piedmont Drift to be the spiritual home of drifting in North Carolina.
It feels like Club Loose before the road track. That's exactly how
it's
Piedmont
literally
feels.
the parking lot of
I wasn't even
strip.
there.
Word.
Technically.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, not driving, but you came and watched.
2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 was like, oh, that was.
I always break this up, and like I was saying with the generations thing, you're like the first generation of clubless drivers to me, and I'm like the second. And now we're on
But we're
like
close
the
in
fourth.
age, though.
Yeah, we are. Well,
But what age did you start at?
I'm 33, I think. Right?
Oh,
I think.
I think.
I mean,
I am 33.
I'm 29, so.
You're 29. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
What the fuck?
I was like, how the fuck did this happen?
turned 50 last
I was like,
week.
you must have been drifting when you were 12.
Here's the fucking crazy thing is I was about to be like, hey, we're only a year apart.
We just
Listen
celebrated
to all
his
the people that
50th
I
birthday.
named. They're all old as.
Right,
Okay.
exactly. You
All
can
right.
tell how
I'm
old
gonna
he
guess
is,
your
but just
age
by
right
the
now.
people
Don't
he
do it.
mentioned.
Yeah.
No, do it.
39, 38, 39.
Very close. Very close.
40?
You're not pressing 40.
I'm
bro.
40. I'm 40. Yeah. I think Reese is like 1 year behind.
Yeah,
me,
you guys are all
39.
around the
Wait,
same
no,
age.
Yeah,
shut
exactly.
the fuck up.
Yeah, bro.
You're not fucking 40.
That's what everybody
Black don't
says.
crack.
Yeah, that was about to say. I guess black don't really
shoot,
crack,
if you
bro.
saw me
God,
last
you
year-
look amazing for 40. I
didn't
can
have
only
this.
hope,
This
bro.
is wife and child.
Yeah.
I didn't have this.
I bet
2
if you
years ago.
shaved that shit, you would look 28.
Yeah, but my face is fat now, though. So. Y'all not ready for that. I
Yeah,
gotta lose
well,
like 10
well,
pounds.
at least you could do that.
Right.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
You still look young, though.
I'm gonna look like this until I'm.
Forever. That's the Filipino blessing.
Like, he's still gonna
You
look like
always
this.
look
It's just
young.
gonna be white.
And y'all
It's just- he's gonna look exactly the same. It's just gonna be white.
Oh my gosh.
So-
Wait, man.
What was I going to say? Fuck. Well, when did the racetrack become a thing?
So
you
I,
mean?
like
Like
as
the
far
Road
as
Club
like
Blues? Man, I feel like the first. Why do I want to say 2007? I feel like there was a XDC event.
Yeah, it had to be after all the D1 stuff.
So the
and all
D1
that.
stuff was where the kart track is.
Yeah.
And that was like 05, 06, I think. I suck with years.
So it's probably like 7 to 8, maybe.
Something like that.
Something like that.
But I remember when it was built, I used to, because all the events were on Saturdays, I used to beg Petty to let us do Drift Wednesdays on the racetrack.
Yeah.
And he was just laughing at me like, there's no way. But now all the events are on that.
Yeah.
But that old parking lot.
Now it's
oh my
literally
gosh.
a Bisu for fucking drifting.
Yeah, bro. But that parking lot
in
was so
Jersey.
rough. It was like sandpaper and potholes.
Yeah.
No.
I remember that.
Still,
Yeah, it's bad. They have like Copart there now or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure those cars can't even.
I mean, but like even Piedmont, they're
Piedmont.
they're trying to improve it. It's gotten better
There's
over
like
the
4
years.
different surfaces. It actually makes you a better driver.
It does.
Though.
Yeah.
It does because you go from like old asphalt to new asphalt to bumpy asphalt to really surprisingly smooth asphalt.
Yeah.
That's like glass at the bottom of the hill.
And don't let it rain.
So you're coming down a
real
hill,
bad.
down a hill, like
Off
off
camera,
camera,
yeah.
like trying to grip up and come back
With
up the hill.
spectators.
Yeah.
like
is this
right
a parking
there.
lot?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
it
it's
was
a-
access roads. It's a drag strip, and it's a historic drag strip, kind of like E-Town. And so there's like access roads and then a parking lot. And then they built a boss course, which is
It's literally a kidney bean.
a comical oval that's like the size of somebody's
This room?
driveway.
No, it's the size of this room.
And these dudes are cooking, and there's like tractor tires,
Yeah.
which are notorious to flip cars.
They eat cars.
It's like the stakes are so high, like you have to be on it, if you're driving
Well,
it.
you're reminding me of the stadium that's now at Raceway Park.
Yeah.
So
is that open tomorrow?
can everyone be a little careful?
We're not. I forbade.
Okay.
I
Yeah, he
forbade.
did because I wanted to like
No.
real bad.
No.
And he was like, absolutely not.
No.
He's
Yeah.
like, nobody is dying
No.
tomorrow.
We're
it not
not
open?
embarrassing.
I think it is.
It
but-
is. We could do whatever, but I said no.
Yeah.
I'm not letting.
I'm not drifting on your car. No, I'm gonna tank it into a wall, and then I'm gonna be like,
I'm-
"Told you."
I want Eddie to get a clip of me going. I want to be mic'd up, and I
Okay.
want to be like, okay, guys, so we're gonna do road course. Okay, now we're gonna do car track. Okay, you know what? We're gonna try to do this gauntlet real quick,
You know what's really gonna suck if I suck at drifting your car. That's gonna suck.
dude. You're gonna fucking hate it, dude.
Really?
It is set up.
ISs are like,
What if I'm better at him than him
It's-
though?
right? I
It's
think
set
that.
up. It's
He'll
set
be
up
mad.
in
All
a
of a sudden, he's
way.
got your car doing
Give me
things
my
that you
keys
can't
back.
do.
It's set up in a way where it is. It's a little distant from what I felt in a 240
Really?
in
ISs
terms
feel
of how
like,
I'm like.
I feel like E46 is.
It's so easy to drift.
They're so
It's so
nice.
easy.
They're
It's
so
so
nice,
easy.
especially with a one. You have a 1J?
1J, yeah.
Bro, with a 1J.
Dude,
that's
What kind of dumb tire setup you got on this thing?
50
I don't know. I
PSI
think I got like 4 tires at home. I'm just gonna bring them.
Maybe I got
you finish
wheels
your
here with
story?
tires on them.
Do
you really?
Maybe.
If you just bring them. Wait a minute. Your shit's like 240 spec.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna break my
the
fucking
fitment,
quarters.
yeah, because IS
That
have
shit is
like,
gonna look so sick. Bring them.
Wait, is it like more aggressive?
No, my car is narrow ass. fenders.
yeah, IS's need like plus 30,
Plus 30,
8
plus,
and a half.
plus 20, something like that.
It's sad. That's why
We'll
I never
see.
got
We'll
a
see what
IS.
happens.
I need to run a
That's
space.
why I left
engine.
all my spares at home. Like I knew nothing was running my spares.
What do you mean? I have 11
Yo.
and a half J rear, like
Nah.
plus 50.
What Obi's got, dude? The moment.
Can we see your car? Can we bring up his
It's
car?
so irresponsible.
No. But Obi has these wheels, dude, and I brought them up on this podcast multiple times before. They're one of my favorite wheels. Okay, I got to see them in person today
Yeah.
because we were walking past this trailer.
What does
We're
your house look like right now?
We're talking about probably a Pet Boys,
cars
but
everywhere?
like.
No, not that car. But
Not
those
that
are the
one.
wheels, aren't they?
No, those are not. Those are not. But
No,
Obi's
those
car
aren't.
was there, and we're talking about it, and there's a Kenda tire, and then
What is the car?
and then the
No.
wheel.
That was my car.
Whose
but
car is that?
That is Justin. He was supposed to be here today.
Shout out Justin.
That's legit
That
BS.
she
thing's
spends-
cool
Wait,
as fuck.
Yeah.
that's the Justin that I met at Mid Pond.
Yes.
Yes, that is Justin.
Yeah.
Yo,
This
shout
is-
out Justin. He lent me some tools while I was
He's dope,
there.
man.
Justin's a
Justin's
dude.
dope, man.
Carl,
Yeah,
why
it's a
doesn't your
dude.
car look like that?
My car
Justin's
looks
an
like
OG
that.
too. He's from Delaware, and he's been around drifting since 02.
Yeah, he's been around for a minute.
He's been around for a minute.
Yeah,
Those are,
they-
that's on 18s though.
And,
those-
yeah,
those are 18s there in that
18
picture.
square.
Swami's. Yeah.
Yours on 17s, Carl?
No, 18s.
18s?
18s all around. Amistad
That's
Charm.
about as aggressive as you can get.
Amistad
on
Bright, sorry.
Oh yeah, there you go. Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
That's my old
keep going.
E36.
Keep going. Shout out Kareem.
That's me right there.
Vagina.
Oh, that's when I was skinny, bro.
Where
Bro, you stole
Is your card not on?
I appreciate you, man.
is your card out on the page?
Mine?
Yeah, the G35.
I mean, probably not.
Shout out.
I run the page, so I really don't post
I took
myself.
all of Daryl's photos that he posted. I
Shout
took all
out
of them.
Simba.
This is great.
Oh, Scott. Oh, shout out Scott. He couldn't be here.
Shout out Darnell.
Oh, there it goes.
Darnell's on his way right now.
Right there.
Oh, in the back corner.
In the corner.
Okay, so you got
That's
what?
my C-Time car. So
Okay.
I bought that because my SE has been
There
there.
it
Oh, there we go.
is.
Yeah.
All right,
There it
vinyl's on
is.
point.
Yo, you peeped the hood?
That guy farted while I was driving. it distracted me so badly.
That's insanity.
I'm joking. He was
So
nice.
stock engine and everything. or-
Stock.
Okay,
Completely
yeah.
stock.
Yo, you see the hood?
That's what
Well,
you're
no,
supposed
that's
to do
not
with these
true.
cars.
It's like a kinetic intake. So the guy I bought it from, I think it was boosted before. He blew the motor and swapped in a stock motor. So it's just like a clutch, coils, and stupid size
What
wheels.
bumper is that in the front? Uh-oh.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this day it was pretty fun. It was kind of cold, and so I was running like 40 psi in the front, and it was understeering a little bit.
I
so
see the
Dude, that is about to.
that bumper looks. Is that a stock bumper?
I thought I had.
Yeah. No, you didn't. You didn't distract me. Yeah.
No, Frankie, peep the roof. Peep the roof.
I see the roof. The roof is sick.
It's already
a,
with the James Harden side
It's a
step.
Vertex style.
Okay.
Is it Vertex? I don't remember.
That is
Vertex
a
style. No, it's
That's a factory
it's
bumper.
It's a knockoff of something
Yeah.
made by a company that will not be named.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yo, that
Curtis
GS was about to take off. Wait,
jumped
go
in
back,
with
go
us.
back, go back, go back. Is that Lee Bird, by the way?
Was that
Yeah,
a RC?
was
that
me.
that GS is about to fly.
That's our boy Ned.
Holy-
He runs like
He runs-
3 bottles of
Oh,
nitrous.
oh,
Huge
wait,
shot of nitrous.
yeah,
a
wait.
huge shot of nitrous.
I know Ned. I've spoken on the phone with
dope.
Ned through
Yeah.
Daryl.
Yeah.
Ned is
Ned,
hilarious.
Ned runs a lot of nitrous.
I can't
Shout
believe how
out,
long
Ned.
Hertz car's been around. It's kind of awesome.
Bro, he jumped in our line. So we had this. There's like a competition for like team tandem, and so we were talking beforehand about what we were gonna do, and then all of a sudden he just jumped in.
and this is
That was his
not,
way of saying hi.
Yo, wait,
This
who
is a
painted
rotary
your
now, right?
S14?
No, it's back to V8.
That's-
It is back to
That's a
V8.
wrap.
Back to
It's a
V8.
wrap?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Does he just have a front
With
mounted
the
in there with nothing on
lightning
it?
and
Yeah, that's a wrap.
No, it's
Yeah,
turbo.
so that is. That is
Bro, so he jumped behind
yeah.
me.
That-
I was expecting
I
my
got
boy
done by.
Justin.
Shout out Fantastic
Sorry,
Voyagers
we're having two
for doing the rap.
conversations. My bad.
We're just talking now.
Yeah. We were just fucking having two conversations.
Sorry, I was curious because I was like, who
I feel like
painted
that's
your
the first
car?
time that's
I was like,
happened.
holy crap! Like, who painted your car? It might be Diego because he lives in that area.
Oh,
Yo, Diego's dope as hell, man.
Wait, you know Diego as well?
Diego, yeah.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
my boy. He's the one who teaches me how to paint.
I feel like I've met him a bunch of times, but I think it's only been like twice.
I
We drove to
visited
Spirit
him
together.
last month.
He's been trying to buy my what are they, Vortex generators? I don't give him an answer.
Wait, so what wheels
If
are
I
on your
do-
car?
Mine?
That Carl loves so much.
Oh,
Nah, Sparkle Cheetos.
Sparko Cheetos. Sparko NS2s.
Yeah.
The Cheetah wheel.
NS06.
NS06.
Sparkle Cheetah. Racing Sparkle Cheetah NS06.
They are the wheel
Whoa.
off of the
GTR
most
spec.
wanted.
Yeah.
Most
Really?
wanted M3.
Yeah.
But 5x114 and in 18s.
Yeah,
This looks like a fun page.
I try. I'm very inconsistent.
Dude, wow, dude. Yeah, I'm kind of soup for tomorrow.
Yeah, so I'm
tomorrow's
kind of
gonna
getting
be
excited
dope.
right now. I don't even have a car.
Yeah, Quan, right there.
So, why no spectators? Just easier.
So because it's a private day, they're not set up for spectators. I think it's like an insurance thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And
So it was a track specific kind of situation that,
Yeah.
like, you guys usually have spectators. Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Because like most tracks in the South are like,
Yeah,
You don't gotta say it. You don't gotta say
we
it.
be having like media on the outside of turns, then like wherever.
Yeah.
To be real, some of the like tomorrow might be the first time that some of these cars may have ever been teched for real in their lives.
For
sure.
Good luck on that.
I sent the Club Loose rulebook like 8 times.
We've been
to the
talking
chat.
about the Club Loose rulebook for a year.
I hope y'all are okay.
If you
We'll
show
be
up
alright.
and you fail tech, it's your own fault.
yeah.
Like we told you about helmets, we told
It's
you
gonna
about
be me and
seats.
Rich.
Everyone's got to
driving
say
all day.
2020.
Faction
Yeah,
Motorsports will be
we told,
open.
like
So.
people were buying new helmets.
Yeah.
Like
No,
we-
no open face
Yeah,
here.
no
They
open
hate
face.
that.
helmet.
Bro,
We've been
dudes
telling
be
them-
wearing like bicycle. When I
Cooling
crashed-
overflow tanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, all of that.
The
Dirt bike-
seatbelt routing for the buckets.
Yes.
Yeah, dirt bike helmets are perfectly fine in the South.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Bro,
bicycle.
they got
when
the
I
little-
crashed, the dude was wearing a bicycle helmet.
Yeah. I was gonna say a BMX. helmet.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
ridiculous.
helmet.
I'm trying to
Perfectly
think what
fine.
else for Club Loose, dude. I really hope everybody passes tech tomorrow. Fuck.
They will. They will. So let me tell my story how I got into drifting. It's kind of fun.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I just realized we didn't even get to talk about
Yeah,
yours.
because Ryan was taking all the
All the shine. My
all the
bad.
shine. No, it's good. So I was in college. I went to college in Alabama, and my RA had spent time in Japan. You know what RA is?
Residential
assistant.
advisor. Yeah.
Assistant, yeah. So he was like an older guy because he had, gone and done stuff in Japan first, and then he came to college. His name was Neil. And he saw that I was into cars. So I had like a drag Nissan Maxima,
Oh, yeah.
5-speed manual. Those things are actually pretty quick.
Shout out Josh to
Wait,
lead.
what
Yeah.
gen? Was it
It was second or third?
the same gen that I had?
The square body joint? Yeah. I was on Maxima.org. Yo, that thing was clean, man. I had a Stillen body kit on it.
Oh, wow.
It was lowered, nice wheels, white on black interior. So he was like, yeah, I see you're into cars. He was like, when I was in Japan, like they used to go into the mountains and just like slide their cars around. I was like, yo, that sounds really cool. So he said, I got some anime that you might like. He gave me Initial D.
Yeah.
I missed classes for like 4 days straight and finished.
Just been watched
All
the
of
whole
it.
thing.
I
my
binged
God.
it in 4 days, bro. And I was in a club, a local club in Alabama, and a guy had an S14. Now I had always wanted an S14. I had always wanted an SC, right? This is how old I am. I remember when they came out and they were so expensive. I never thought I'd be able to afford one. And an S14 kind of looked similar
Yeah.
to an SC. So I was like, well, the S14 is my attainable dream car. So a dude had one, and of course, S14s were featured in Initial D. So I was like, bro, I'll trade you. It was a complete stock S14, and it was a very modified Maxima. And he's like, all right, I'll throw in a turbo, make it even. Traded, and I just started trying to drift. That's how I got into it.
Wow. What year was that, you think?
Hold on a minute. You said a SOR, or sorry, I stopped calling him SC because I keep calling Daryl's.
SORs.
I
Yeah.
see looks like an S14. I gotta stop
If
you
you
right there.
No,
I
I get what
I
you're
gotta
saying.
stop
If you
you.
squint and you're, you know,
How hard do I gotta?
kind of
How
tired.
hard do I gotta
The
squint?
Zenkis. The Zenkis specifically.
Obviously, yeah.
The Zenkis, not the Kookies.
I guess the front of a Zenki looks like the rear of.
Yeah. But if you think about it, like back in the 90s when that came out.
Yeah, the shape.
Nothing looked like those cars.
Oh, yeah.
The SE,
Yeah, yeah.
when I
The
saw
S14 was superior, though.
it definitely was.
I mean,
It still is. I'm a Nissan guy.
better drift car.
For sure.
Can you
No-
say that-
no window
can you say that
frames.
again for the chat?
Sure. I'm,
Shorter.
I'm a Nissan.
Suspension design,
McPherson.
door design, door
Wait,
hinge.
wait.
The
front,
door
front
hinge.
suspension in the SC is what? Double wishbone? Tell me it's double
It
wishbone.
is double wishbone.
is double wishbone.
And it
Christ.
sucks to work on.
Yeah.
It's not a responsive driver. It's a Grand Tour.
Yeah,
Like it's a
exactly.
lazy car. I have like 22 kg front and it's still floaty.
But then when you see Daryl drive it, you're like, oh,
that's because he's crazy.
We just gotta
Yeah.
hug the shit out
you
of
just
it.
gotta drive like you want to crash.
When
All
Carl
right.
drives his,
I finally got mine to kind of drive like a S14, but it's just not snappy.
You know what you gotta do? You gotta get fucking Julian from Animal Style to make knuckles for that thing. So
Yeah. Rich actually made. I never had knuckles until I was doing a ready set drift. I had to do like a 6-point turn
Yeah.
to get back in line. And Rich was like, bro, like he just cut my knuckles for me and welded them
Oh,
up.
really?
Yeah. So I still have those.
Oh, wow.
Not even measured or anything.
shout
Yeah.
out Rick.
But everything
Literally
else
just, literally just hacked them up.
Brings me
Yeah.
back to my original thing. Drifting is ridiculous, and
It
you can
is.
do things like that.
Absolutely.
and you can
And it
still
works.
drift.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it works.
What
Yeah.
drifting really has, Tommy, is that the limitations of an automobile are insanely
Yeah.
higher than what the public really thinks it is.
Yeah.
100%.
Like you know when somebody gets into it, this is fucking really shitty. But I drove past a car accident the other day.
What a way to start the story.
In my mind, I'm like, the fuck are you sitting there for? You could have drove that shit home.
Yeah.
Like, because it was a crazy rear end. And I'm like, wheels look intact, the front's okay. That'll probably drive pretty straight.
My
like,
brother, I hit the wall, the bank at E-Town,
uh-huh.
and drove that car from E-Town to Philly.
You're gonna tell me otherwise.
And
Smelling
you're not
like
the
gas.
only one to do that.
Smelling like gas. Like
Yeah.
that car, I wish I had a picture of it. It was completely demolished, man. I just swapped the wheels out.
Was that
Thank
the
God-
S14?
It was the SC.
Okay.
It was a 54,000 mile OEM.
Oh, certified pre-owned.
5-speed manual
Oh, no.
Yeah,
SC300
CPO.
that I bought from
Jesus.
a mortgage broker. He had 2 Porsches, and his SC he only drove it when
that
it
was
rained.
the daily driver.
Right. He bought it brand new, and it had like no miles on it. I put it into the wall at E-Town. I had just taken my equips off.
Hey, okay.
I had just taken all 4 equips off.
Damn, that
and
shit probably looked good as hell.
I did. And thank God I put on some XXRs.
Wow. Perfect.
This is why you crashed.
That's definitely why.
This is why you
The
crashed.
car was like, what are you
You were
doing?
asking for it.
I hate you.
only one XXR survived. I don't know how I
Only
made it to
one?
the, only one. All of
Out
them
of
shattered.
4?
All of them
3
shattered.
broke.
3 broke. Yeah, they all shattered.
That was a hard hit.
My homie lives like 3 minutes from E-Town, so I parked it at his house.
Tom Nazera? No, I'm just kidding.
His name is Johnny Ruiz. Shout out Johnny Ruiz. Cleanest S14 in the States. And hopefully it'll be there tomorrow. And I'm not exaggerating. Like the nicest S14. It's not even finished. But I left it in his driveway for like a week and came back with tires for my equips and drove that thing home. It was 1J.
Oh, man.
And I put that motor has been in 3 cars since.
Can I ask you a question? Were you living at home when it happened?
I wish.
You were,
I was so broke.
because no, my question was like
You bring that car home.
exactly
Yeah.
bringing that home to Jamaican parents.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, man, I got too many stories. I crashed at Summit Point, my S14, and it was SR back then. I didn't crash. I folded a lower control arm. I hit the side of the road and buckled it and shattered a wheel. And my sister lives in D.C., and it was like 90 miles. So I had AAA tow it to my sister's house, and my parents were there. And my parents have never been into anything that I
Yeah.
do. Whatever I like is bad. And so my dad came outside to meet me, and I was like, man, I quit. And my dad was like, why are you going to quit? He's like, this is the first time you crashed. He said, if you race cars, you're going to crash cars. Like, you shouldn't quit. I was like, who are you? he said, don't tell your mom I said that because if you do, I'm gonna deny it. Yeah. So I went in the house. I went in the house and my mom was like, "Oh, what happened?" He's like, "Yeah, I told that, but he needs to quit."
Shout out Obi's parents, like literally, like two of the best people in the world. Yeah, like I love his parents.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I told him he needs to stop that shit.
Yeah, I was like, come on, bro. Like. My mom was like, "Would Jesus drift cars?" I'm like, come on, that's not fair.
Hell yeah!
He'd be nice.
Probably, Mom.
He would drive a RB25 S14.
I can't get over you have an RB20. I love that.
Yeah, it's an RB. Honestly, that was like the last good Craigslist deal that existed. I bought that car already swapped coils. It has wire specialties harness, a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of other parts.
Origin Arrow.
Yeah, like Origin Arrow already on it.
Overs.
And like I bought it for $3,000. Running it,
that's crackhead price.
Running and driving, like it needed a tune and like some things like finished up.
Always needs a tune.
Yeah, it was a Honda kid who got it on a trade, didn't know what he had.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Man.
Yeah,
can pay for everything, but the last $700.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they just drive it and blow it up.
Right.
Like, well, there goes everything. Selling
And then
it.
I buy it.
And then Carl buys it.
Then I fix it.
You should sell that to an R32 owner.
What
the motor? The motor. While it's still good,
they're trying to convince me to stop having RB20 trans problems and just put an RB25 in it.
Wait,
but you can't just put an RB25
the
trans?
You can just do the trans.
I can, but then if I'm going to do all that, I might as well.
Whoa, no, not all that.
I don't know.
30 minutes.
Might as well.
30 minutes. No, just
I think
trans.
RB20 is kind of cool. But
it's very cool.
If it's giving you problems, then
To be honest, I feel like the RB20 is the best sounding of
it is.
Yeah.
Of all that.
The problem is
It's
knowing. So our friend Scott has a R32, and he blew the RB20 in it, and he's had a hard time finding any information on how to rebuild it.
RB20?
RB20. Do you guys know anything about
I feel
it?
like it would be pretty standard.
Which Scott are you talking about? Because you're in the Carolinas,
Scott
and we know a
Alexander.
Scott.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we know a Scott too.
Okay, I was
One of
gonna
our
say-
buddies moved.
Scott
down there.
Thompson.
Oh,
Scott
no.
Thompson.
Shout out Scott Thompson. That is the homie in Charlotte.
Yes? Okay, awesome. I was going to ask you guys.
I'm aware.
about-
Yeah, Scott Thompson is the homie. Thompson Speed
Factory, yeah.
Oh, wow.
That is the homie. Actually, speaking of which, the drag wing on my car is a Thompson
is it?
Speed Factory.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. Look at it.
It is a Thompson
That's sick.
Speed Factory one-off. Him and I were kind of interacting at the time, and no, he made a post on his Facebook, and he was like looking for people to
make 'em for him.
And I messaged him, and I was like, "Hey, whenever you want to do an S14, let me know." And he was like, "Come over."
Yeah.
That's dope.
And so, to be honest, what he got from my car was really a waste of time because my wing is car wide. It's not trunk wide like he would normally do. It's car wide.
Which is why I like
Yeah.
it, because it's different.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see that a lot.
Dude, when
As
Scott made that
soon-
wing, that shit was crazy. I mean, he was trying to copy the Abu car.
Right.
Abu
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Yeah, but no, shout out Scott Thompson. That is the homie. I'm
Dude,
super
he makes
proud.
crazy shit.
I'm
man.
super proud of the work that he's doing. Like him
Yeah.
stepping out away from his shop, doing his own thing.
Yeah.
You know,
He
really
definitely took a leap of faith.
Yeah, no, for sure, and he's killing it. Like you know,
Yeah.
I see his socials, I see the work that he's doing. You know, I've been down there to the shop. He's done some stuff for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, no, shout out Scott.
Yo, and that be Scott doing the like.
Listen,
Yeah, we're gonna
y'all
record,
message him at the same time as me so we can get him back on track. Like every
know.
time I talk to him, the last time I saw him was at Grid Life at CMP. He was there changing tires.
Me too. It
And
looks fun.
so August 3rd
The
and the 4th.
fucked up thing is he
Today.
still has that car that went to final
It
battle.
Does he
looks-
really?
It doesn't have the RB20 anymore, unfortunately.
It's a
but-
1J.
it's
It's a 1J now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like every time I see him, I'm like,
hard to
Scott,
argue
when are we
with
gonna
a
drive
1J,
together,
bro.
So I'm gonna ask
Yeah,
right
but the
now,
problem
Scott,
was-
when are we gonna drive together?
Yeah, we need that to happen. But the problem was those three cars were 2 liters.
Oh, that's
why it was sick.
That is sick.
Like they're all 2 liters.
I
Like,
didn't
I love
realize
it.
That was some
Or,
good
yeah,
driving.
is it 2? Yeah, dude, it was just
We
so
got a
sick.
we got a 2.5, a 2. What is your shit?
Now it's a 2.2.
We got a 2.5, a 2.2, a 2.0. I don't know.
You're too big, man. 2.5 is not.
No, it's cool.
It's too big.
2.5 is
too big.
perfect.
But my favorite thing is that
Pause,
Scott's car
Frankie.
actually still looks like that.
Yeah, it still looks like that. Yeah.
Still looks like
It
that.
still looks
Holy
like that,
shit,
yeah.
look at that.
Damn.
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, those
The
wings
gold-
are definitely really unique.
Yeah. Yeah,
It looks cool on your car.
He didn't finish the livery. I'm really pissed about that.
What else needed to be on it? Was it logos and stuff or no?
Yeah, there's logos, there's lettering.
Are you able to go to Fantastic Voyages Unlimited Instagram?
Instagram.
I think I have a post.
It's probably on my page too. But
Is it?
Yeah.
We're about to see some booty on here.
No. There you go. All right.
Whoa.
I haven't
There we
posted
go.
on here in forever.
This is all you?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh no, who I'm
It's
hitting
just
up.
not him. This is Fantastic Voyages Unlimited.
Yeah.
Shout out Fantastic Voyages Unlimited.
Don't DM me asking for nothing.
Obi is not affiliated. Do not DM him asking him
Damn,
for.
you drew all these?
Yeah, this is my boy Nico. Remember I said I was supposed to be at Final Bout 2. He actually passed like right before that event. We were supposed to go
Wait,
together.
I know who this is.
You know
Was he
Nico?
from Jersey?
Yeah.
Or yeah. I didn't know him, but we knew the car,
Right,
dude.
yeah.
The car was sick. I
The
remember
car
that.
is still around. I think his friend has it. He actually died in a 350Z. He had just gotten it. And
I don't even think I knew that part.
yeah, that car wasn't well known. He had it for like, I don't know, a short period of time. And he crashed into a hospital emergency sign. It was like a stone sign, and it like flipped the car, and he went quite a distance. He went out like a G. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of.
Yeah.
But it was really sad. He was a dope dude. He had really good style.
Yeah,
You know,
really
like
Sucks
good.
to hear, man.
lowest car in the region. Like,
I remember that when that happened, we were like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
yeah, it was crazy. But keep going.
Fresh
down.
on stance. I don't know why, but that's super familiar. That's my boy's thing.
Philly dude.
Yeah,
Started that,
Anthony
yeah.
DePompe.
Yes.
That's my boy.
You know him?
That's my boy.
That's
for
my
real.
dude too.
Yeah, for
that's
real.
my guy. Right?
I was waiting to bring up his name this whole time.
That's dope.
I
Shout
went to
out
his
Anthony.
wedding, and then when we were at Grange, he was like, "Yo, you're affiliated with that? My boy Obi is like a part of that."
Yeah, that's my dude. He's good people. He's
That's
really good
crazy.
people.
Nah, man.
You did
I've been friends
Rich's
with,
car?
Yeah,
Anthony for a
That's
while.
couple
that
of-
car looks great too.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Obi didn't do it. Shout out
That's
Fantastic
Galen's
Voyages
car.
Unlimited.
Yeah, Galen is our dope ass dude.
That's
Really good
Galen
dude.
Nazareno's car. Yeah.
Yeah,
Do not DM Obi looking
I didn't do it.
for
Yeah,
any
that's
graphic
right.
work. He will not do it.
that's right.
He's the one who told me not to sell my S13
Smart.
right away.
Smart.
And then I sold it, and then I wish I listened to Galen.
That's one of my favorite cars. I mean, that was a takeoff of an old Nissan Primera race car, so I can't really take too much credit for it. But
Damn.
yeah, this didn't come out. I don't think he did that.
Yo, did you guys post a questions prompt
Yeah,
for
we
this?
got some questions.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. I just
for
wanted
sure.
to make sure
Just real
before
quick,
we get
keep
off
going
topic.
now. Oh,
There it
goes.
is.
There it goes. This is the final form.
Oh yeah,
That's the final.
yeah,
form.
that's what it was supposed
Yo, get on that.
That's what I'm
shit.
saying.
So here's
Yeah.
what happened. This was the original design, right? Because you can see what I requested. This is what he originally came out with, and I'm like, bro,
like, oh, it's
I was
too
like,
much.
that is fire, but that looks like a pro-am car, and
I
I'm
don't get
not a
any-
pro-am
I get that. I
driver.
get what you're saying.
So I was like, can we? So to kind of talk about like what my design process or what my thought process was with this car was, I was like, what if T'Challa needed to take some time off from Wakanda and he spent a year in Japan learning how to drive? What would he drive?
Yeah.
I told him that, and I gave him colors, and that's it. He came back with that. So I was like, can we like dial it back like 20%? And then if you go down, I think what I requested, that's what I requested.
Okay.
So that's closer to what I am now. That's still missing a few elements, but
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in the final because the drag wing is not on there. So
yeah.
we had
Because that's actually the wing that I thought I was originally going to
Drag
do.
wing looks better than that.
Yeah, the drag
Yeah.
wing ended up,
Yeah.
yeah.
That drag wing is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yo, I want a racing stripe, Frankie.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I hate liveries.
Dude, no, I don't.
Deadass.
There's a part of me that likes it, but there's a part of me that knows that there's a fine line between a car that just sees the track and a
Yeah.
car that goes on the street. I feel like Frankie doesn't think I know that, but
Well,
mine will
you
look.
do, Carl.
It'll look good, dude. Racing
They can look
stripes.
good for sure, but I feel like
Carl's got taste, but he's
Like
just a little too
this?
crazy.
No, like a
Like that.
solid color drift car, like is
y'all made,
Yeah, we had nothing on those
y'all
cars.
Street
made
cars.
gray look.
I know,
amazing.
which is weird because,
it's so basic.
yeah.
But it's how you execute it, like we were saying earlier. That's,
I like my car right now. Like
That is
that.
good.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that doesn't even look like a livery to me. It just
That's
looks
yeah. I
like
don't want it to. I
that's
want it
how
to be
your
like
car looks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
calm livery.
Yeah.
yeah, like just I want it to look like a car from 2003. that you'd see on the street
Right.
in Japan. Yeah,
Right.
that like this, like he said, it looks kind of pro-am. So
Right.
it's like crossing a line in my head.
That's why it's funny working with Rich because he hates liveries
Yeah,
too.
he's probably the same.
So he's like, make it look not livery.
Yeah,
Richard's car is bright as hell.
Right. Livery. That's why the red one, it was like just 2 different shades of red. But the hard part is like he has sponsors that
Malcolm, you can see that car. It's a little bit higher up. It's JZX in the middle.
I think that was like the first one we did.
That
Yeah.
That shit
We were
fire.
just trying to make it like super basic.
I remember when that
Shit's
came out.
sick.
I was like, this
Yeah.
car looks good.
Ghosted Flames, like
Yeah, like I like that.
yo. So it's a funny story about Rich, man. We used to work together, and we had known each other from the forums, and I became friends with him because his name was Rich White Man, and I thought it was hilarious.
And you have
a lot
to
of
say,
people.
You
With
have to
an
say it
A-N.
like that.
Yes.
MAN.
Right.
You have to
White
say it like
man.
that. It's not Rich Whiteman. It's
Yeah.
Rich White,
White
Man.
man.
Rich White.
Yeah.
I call him Rich Man. And I had driven my SC to work one day, and he was like, "Do you know whose car that is?" I was like, "Oh, that's mine." He said, "Are you Obi-Wan?" I was like, "Yeah."
Are you
He had been lowballing me for my S14 for like 5 years. He was offering me like $2,500 with a straight face. So we just became friends since then.
That's funny.
But he's one of the best drivers I've ever seen.
Yeah, he is,
He's amazing. And he's a dope person, man.
and very dedicated.
Super dedicated. Like
Yeah.
the stuff that half the stuff he goes through, I would have quit.
Yeah,
I would have quit. Like one year, we did like 40 revisions, and it wasn't just off of him. It was like sponsors not being happy, and I hope he doesn't mind me telling this. His title sponsor went under right as he had ordered his race suit, the awning. He got the awning like embroidered, and the dude called him up and he was like, "Yo, I just fired everybody.
the money's gone.
Yeah, that was his title sponsor, and he still made that season happen. Like,
Dude, I love even the brief encounters that I have managed to have with Rich.
He's
like
amazing,
the first time I saw him, first time, the only time so far where I've gotten to like talk to him a few times. I was like, "Yo, you're as tall as they say."
yeah, he's super tall. Yeah.
And everyone was busy like getting things around.
He used to be
that's what I
swole,
could think
too.
of.
He used to be really swole.
Yeah.
Swole,
Yes,
like
and then he got into drifting.
And then he got small.
And he didn't have time to lift
Wait,
anymore.
what?
But yeah,
No.
he used to be Diesel. Rich used to be Diesel, man. And his wife is dope too. Have you met Corey?
I
No,
think
I
I might have maybe again like these are passing
Yeah.
encounters. I don't want to. I always hate that. I'm like, "Yo, nice to meet you." Same with Simba when we were
Yeah.
at Final Bout recently. I
they're
was like,
so down to
"Hey,
earth,
Simba,
though."
nice to meet you, man."
Yeah.
Like, and then I
I love Simba.
try to
Yeah.
get out the way. Stay out
I
the
met
way.
Simba at E-Town for the first time.
When
I
he
think
came out.
Yes, you remember that?
I don't remember it, but I know that he came out.
Yeah.
Was it?
I
Was
forget
it
what
when
year it
everyone
was.
came out? East Coast Bash. Was it
think
when the
so.
breaking guys came
Because
out?
I think Hurt was there.
Hurt was there a couple times.
Yeah.
But driving, I drove with Hurt at Raceway Park, and I don't know if that was the first time, but I know he was very excited.
Okay.
So
what year
it-
was that? Was that the year his motor blew? He went to
12
Pep
or
Boys.
13?
Which motor?
He went to Pep Boys and got an entire head.
Oh,
for
yeah,
his-
no, it wasn't
remember?
that.
It wasn't that year?
Yeah, no. I remember
crazy.
hearing about that. I think it must have been like 13, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is awesome.
No, shout out Simba. Simba's like probably like the most down because
OG,
I remember
triple OG.
when we went to US Air, like that was my first time meeting Simba, and Simba was running the skid pad. I had a brand new car, like first time like not at a parking lot, so I went on the skid pad, was doing a few laps, and was talking to Simba, and I was like, "Hey, like, would you mind like tandeming with me on the skid pad?" And Obi's cringing like in the background,
Yeah, I was like,
because
ugh.
he thinks that I knew who Simba was and asked for him to tandem with me.
Yeah.
I just like wanted like the experience of somebody
Yeah.
there, like what we were
Yeah.
gonna be.
And Simba was like, I'll follow you. Because I think Ryan was like, will you let me follow this? And we're like,
I'll follow you.
Yeah.
You know,
funny.
but no, like Simba is like coolest dude.
Yeah,
Like,
he came back
yeah.
to the house and watched Formula One with us. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
All we had to
He's
do was
dope,
offer him barbecue. I've learned That is Simba's weakness.
Yeah, barbecue.
Barbecue.
That's my weakness too. So
Barbecue office.
Bro, you got to come to North Carolina.
Yeah.
The barbecue's ass, but you got it's vinegar based. I'm not from North Carolina, so I be clowning it, but y'all dudes like
Listen,
that.
Texas.
No, wait. It's
Texas barbecue.
So it's
It
vinegar
is.
based, so it's a little salty.
It has no flavor. It's like eating wet cardboard. Pennsylvania has better
Hold on,
barbecue.
wait. I need
So
what's
I'm
it
not
about?
originally from
I
North-
like vinegar. I'm Filipino. We dip stuff.
I love vinegar.
Yeah.
Jamaicans, we do saltfish and we drench it in vinegar
just-
with onions. Yeah,
Love
Yeah.
it.
Like,
Love
But
it.
barbecue, nah.
It's different. Like, so, like, I guess what they say about it is it's supposed to be more about the flavor of the meat itself than the flavor of the accoutrement. Pause.
Why is
I'm not
why
even
is
going.
why is Opie like that?
Because
The accoutre what?
the accoutrement.
The flavor of the
French.
huh?
My bro.
Yeah, but
Pause.
honestly, I like
Does it
Texas
melt
barbecue.
in your mouth.
Pause. I like Texas barbecue better personally.
It's because it's got the sauce.
Yeah, like
Texas barbecue is good.
Texas barbecue.
Honestly, the Northeast has the best food in the country.
Whoa.
Easily.
It might though, but you
does.
have to know where to go. But yeah,
You have the greatest variety, the most authenticity. I mean, you can't beat it because there's so many people here that are like
I'm trying to hit this
fresh from
wherever they can.
Exactly. Like,
What is it, Ryan, bro?
you were born in Maryland, right?
DC.
DC. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mid Atlantic. You're basically. What were you East Coast or are you
like
North
2
Carolina?
hours, 2.5 hours from me.
stretch.
What would you call your
He's a
home?
Carolina guy.
Yeah.
Carolina?
Yeah, I can
Nah,
tell.
it depends on who asks. It's always been that way
So
for
how
me.
come you're distancing yourself from the barbecue though? Because you
Because
know
it's
it
not
sucks.
good.
All right, we got some Patreon questions, Malcolm. Let's bring those up first.
You know the wet card, boy.
It's not good.
It's not. You're the first North Carolinian to admit that.
I'm not a North Carolinian, but
Oh, see now he's not.
Now
Right, he
he's-
flip flops, right? You see?
I told you it depends on who asks.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious.
Should we just go for it, Malcolm, or should
I could ask. I got it here.
I think someone
Perfect.
sent us.
Wait,
the
we didn't
photo.
even loop Malcolm in
Malcolm
at all
on
during
the
that
mic.
whole-
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
Yo, bust a freestyle. Come
on.
Hey, yo, chill.
I'll do it though.
I'll
Nah,
say it.
I
We
did that
gotta-
one time. I was really fucking high.
Okay. We only got a few Patreon questions, but
First
let me-
question from Laurent: Why are you gay? Okay.
Is LeBron going to? He better. He's not that far.
He's
from
there.
here. Oh, thank God.
He was supposed to be here
Yeah,
because
wait.
Justin couldn't make it.
Oh, yeah.
So LaRon was supposed to be here.
Yeah, but he's coming tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna let him drive because he didn't come tonight.
Right.
Pause.
Yeah, he's got to wait. Whoa. Yeah, that was
That was
wild.
I think we gotta stop doing that.
crazy.
I might come tonight.
Okay.
Whoa. You got to get a hotel, bro.
I'm sleeping in my truck with the doors locked, bro.
You guys are
Staying there.
There ain't no locks in the house. There ain't not a
I'm
single
sleeping
one.
in my
Not
truck.
a
I
single
removed all of them.
I took them all out last night.
I'm flying back tonight.
All right.
Ryan,
next
by the way.
question.
Yo, what's up, Ryan? Whoa!
Laurent again. These are just Patreon questions,
Right.
by the way. So, why Toyota's the biggest slept-on drift chassis?
No
Is
one's
it, though?
sleeping on Toyota no more.
Is it
man.
though?
I mean,
I don't know.
Toyota's the biggest thing rocking right now. We got
No, it's not.
FRS is everywhere.
JZXs
Oh my
are
gosh.
everywhere.
FRS 5x100.
I see
Word.
JZX
Are the new
100 base
ones
models
5x100s?
everywhere.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The new ones?
Yo,
Yeah.
literally, this
They're
is why.
still 5x100?
Yeah, I
This
think
is
so.
why Toyota cannot be the GOAT.
First of all, that's
They
not their
built
car.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
not.
whoa, wait,
It's
wait,
a Subaru.
wait.
Yeah.
What?
A boxer motor and 5x100.
The
That's
rear suspension
literally
is WRX.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then the Supra is a BMW. Toyota's not
Yeah.
the GOAT.
No.
The rear suspension of an FRS is literally not that far off from a JZX 100 110 IS.
Okay, fair enough.
And the JZX is not that good.
but
of
it's
a suspension.
legitimately WRX. It's a
Yeah.
WRX rear end.
Now I'm gonna
Maybe
go
not the
look.
diff. The diff. I don't think the diff is obviously.
The diff.
No, the diff is a R200, isn't it?
The diff fits in an IS
Yeah.
bolted. So
The
that's
diff,
why.
The
brought
diff is
one. Yeah.
Toyota.
Is it R200?
Casing? I don't know.
There's so many I can't believe there's so many cars with that diff.
I know.
It's really weird.
Sorry, Laurent.
I wanted to sound smart because I know like a diff name, but there's so many of those. That's the only reason I know.
R180, R160.
R200 is mostly Nissan, but I don't know. It could be in a Toyota. I really don't
No,
know.
R200 is in like an RX-8 and shit.
Really?
Oh, no. An RX-8 has...
They probably all have the same diff.
It's a Ford Explorer diff.
No, an RX-8 has a S15 trans.
Really?
That's what it is.
Does it?
Yes,
Really?
sir. The tail shaft of it, the 6-speed,
Oh, wow.
S15.
Get out of here.
No wonder they suck. All right.
Oh, okay. I thought you were impressed.
You don't like 15s?
No, I'm talking about RX-8s.
Oh, they do suck.
I was about to say, Frankie jerks off to 15s. It's in
I don't
the-
jerk off to 15s, but I do like them.
It's in
now.
the silver that I like.
Hey, yo.
I had an RX-8 for 1 week. And
Yeah, how was that?
Oh.
I hated it.
Sounded sick, though.
I hated it. It did, but it got bad gas mileage. It was slow, and I could not find a setting for the seat for me to be comfortable. I was like, why does this car exist?
I like RX-8s, but there's that question.
It needs a bucket and a 1J, and it's good.
And all of them are blown up. I looked for
All right.
one for about 2 weeks, and like all of them are blown up. Literally all of them.
That's because like they don't tell you it's not a normal car. You can't just drive it like it's a regular car.
This is a good question. Kent Wan, is it true once you go track, you never go back?
No.
That is a legit question, though. Because some people, like, they start on the street and then...
My goal is to get good enough to not need to drive on the track. So I don't crash and I don't get arrested.
Yeah.
That's because street drift is like the coolest thing. That's why I drift
Good.
Appalachia.
I'm glad we all agree on
It's
this.
so dope. Like, you know, what I mean?
Everybody,
try to keep it on the
everybody
track,
wants to be able
yeah.
to see a corner or an off ramp or an on ramp
Yeah.
and just be able to chuck it in, and
Yeah.
it's always gravy. Like I
Yeah.
think that's the goal for
Like
everybody.
Josh from Frisky Devil said, my hearts are in the street.
Yep. That's
No,
like
that's
almost-
proceed. That's
Well,
Now-
now it's
Proceed.
Proceed, but it was Risky Devil.
Oh,
Yeah,
true,
bro.
true.
Yeah.
But okay, so here's the thing for me. In my mind, I like to think that, I'm going to keep this all on the street. Because when I think about street drifting somewhere, my heart starts to race and I start to get absolutely
Excited.
fucking bananas
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I couldn't do that. And then like,
Once my car's running, Carl's life's going to be...
I'll drive.
Turned upside down.
I'll drive a little bit, and I'm like,
Where do you go out here? Or where did you used to go?
Street stuff?
Yeah.
We'll talk after.
You just tried to
Have
hit
you
him
ever been to South Philly?
Did you just try to hit
No.
him
Back
up
in the
on
day?
national
No.
TV?
National TV.
You just tried to hit him up
this
on
is
national TV.
international TV, dude.
Yo, so street racing used to be huge in South Philly. Like,
I heard you guys
Wait,
had crazy
Reese,
spots.
Yeah.
Reese told us about this, I
Yeah,
think.
bro.
Yeah.
It would be me, Reese, Willie, my boy Rich. That's really Willie's boy Rich. B, 5-Star Auto. There was a body
Yeah,
shop.
We've heard this name before.
B, Brian, Damian Bagley from Drift Brigade.
Yeah.
He came out a couple of times. Nick D'Alessio. We would go to like IKEA parking lot.
It's always a fucking IKEA.
Yeah, there's a spot called
Literally,
the
we-
Big L. I mean, like anywhere near the airport is like kind of abandoned.
This sounds very similar to
The
what
streets-
I'm going to tell
Okay.
you.
The streets are bad though. Like they're
Yeah.
wreck your car bad.
Okay.
Like not even hit a curb, hit a pothole, and
Yeah.
you're done. But it used to be so fun, and like it got pretty big to the point where like the street racer guys would come watch whoever was doing whatever, and it was just that was such a good time. It was like a pure time in drifting when, I mean, I'm probably idealizing it, but people were in it for like the right reasons because they liked it.
Yeah, because it was fun. And Instagram didn't exist yet.
Instagram ruined everything.
It did ruin a
It
lot.
ruined everything.
But it made some stuff cool.
It's a useful tool because like
Yeah.
that's our main way of communicating in the group and like
Straight
we-
exposure.
Yeah,
It
You
kind
guys
of
can get-
built my business too. So
I bet. I
Yeah.
bet. Yeah.
But the one thing I will say about street drifting that was cool back then for us was going to Queens Flushing Meadow Park.
Oh, I heard about that.
Those
I've always
events,
wanted to do that.
We call them events because they literally felt like a drift event.
How many people? Like hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah, a couple hundred maybe.
Really?
And
It was
it's
like
actually-
that?
Not drivers,
Motherfucker,
but
just people.
Frankie
Yeah.
describes that people were watching from like the highway.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Because it overlooked the,
I heard.
yeah,
I've
they had the
never
music
been.
going in the fucking minivans and everything up
What?
top, and you could hear it fucking go over the whole park. And then they had cones set up and everything. Drift zombies. Shout out Drift Zombie.
And the difficult part about like now, like street drifting now, is because you got the takeover kids.
Yeah, they ruined everything.
I don't want to get shot.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that, but like because of the takeover kids in the South, in North Carolina, they've created legislation where if you get caught at a takeover, there's like a very harsh step up.
And they'll probably, and if they see someone drifting, they'll probably just be like, that's a takeover.
Yeah, exactly. So like, it's one of the reasons why I very rarely go out to meets. I don't street drift really anymore because like all a cop has to see you sliding. I'm like, takeover, and they can take your car. You can end up in like
that speaks to how good crime is now.
Yeah,
I literally slid an intersection in front of a cop in South Philly, and he did not flinch. He didn't chase me. Nothing.
Wait, earlier this morning, I fucking. Oh wait, did I talk about this? Oh shit, yeah, no. Oh, was this off? No, this was in the car. I dropped off Tyler and Pat this morning at the airport, and I feel like the cop who was watching me maybe wanted to see something.
That's
you
what
and
happens
IS.
too.
Yeah. So then I was like, because I was trying to drive away, and I had the car at full lock.
That's a risky move.
And for me to not get it to turn off, I'm like, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, so then the cop looked at me, and I looked at him. I'm like,
you were waiting for him to go.
no. So then I might have let go a little quickly, and then it just said,
Snapped a little bit.
Fucking,
You did this in front of the cop?
down Terminal A.
Oh my! Oh, at the airport.
So it's a federal offense.
Yes.
No,
Wow.
And then, but as I'm slowly,
you going to big jail.
as I'm slowly letting go,
Bar
like
slam.
going forward, like as soon as I let go of the brake, 'cause I hit the brake. As soon as I let go of the brake, I look over to my right, and the cop is just,
Dang, he did not care.
and I'm like, okay,
He's like, that's not my job.
I'm
right
gone.
now.
I'm sitting there.
Those are the best cops.
Yeah.
I've had cops tell us they pull into the lot and they go, "Can you show us some?" And we're like, "What?"
They did that back in the day. And
Yeah.
then they'd be like, all right, guys, go home.
And then you're like, is this a trap?
It feels like a trap. But some of them are.
I've gotten caught dead to rights. Like I was in a parking lot somewhere, girl in the car, and like
Unnecessary detail.
yeah.
No,
Unnecessary detail.
Because I was showing off for her. I was showing off for her. Like she had never been drifting. We were in the drift car, like just going out to eat or something like that.
Is it 14?
Yeah, we're in the 14, and she'd never been drifting. And I'm like, we can do a couple donuts. I go to a spot. I'm doing donuts, and I was just gonna do a couple donuts and roll out. It got good to me.
Yeah.
And like I might have downshifted and I might have put my foot, like it got good to me. And as I'm transitioning, I see cop coming around the bend, shut it down, pull out. Cop pulls in front of me. He's like, so what you doing? And I go, my foot slipped off the clutch.
Yep, always.
And he fell out. Like, fell out laughing. He was like,
dope.
he's like, this is properly. Get out of here. Like
That's how it should be.
like have it. Like
That's how it
get
always
outta here.
was.
Yeah, back in the
unless
day.
you really
Yeah.
fucking
That's
do
how
some
I
crazy
feel
shit.
like it always was, and now I can't even really expect that because
The thing is, I haven't drifted like that in a long time. So, and you don't really mess around on the street that much.
You remember that
If I
clip
am, I'm going.
of Yoshihara
Daigo
not Yoshihara, the older guy, the one that crashed the Option 350Z.
You might know. No.
Anyway, he was out street drifting with some guys, and the cop came to him. He's like, "Yo, you're old. Why are you doing this?"
That's gonna be me.
And he gave
Fuck
him
my
a
life.
ticket because he was like, "You should know better."
Fuck.
It was hilarious.
That's gonna be happening to
That's
us.
how I feel. I'm like, cop sees gray hair. It's
What are
like,
you doing?
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
They look at your
That's-
age and go, "Wait, what?"
right.
And you go, "Yeah, that's how you know I'm not at a takeover."
Right, exactly.
So let me go.
Yo, go ahead.
I think there's only like, I guess there's two more. JB Media. If someone wants to get into drifting, what is the car you recommend?
A RX-8.
Stop.
No, I honestly, really, I hate to say this, but it's Z chassis.
350Z.
Yeah, Z and
I
G
kinda
chassis
feel the
right now.
CG,
Yeah,
ZNG.
the ZNG
Honestly, the
chassis.
G.
Yes.
Value-wise.
Yeah, G is cheaper. Z's are going up.
Yeah.
G's are a little bit easier because they're longer.
But
So-
I also feel like like I would just recommend that car because I want to see people drifting that over a BMW. Is a BMW
Facts.
a good entry level car too?
It
or?
was,
But
when
the
they
thing
were
is,
cheap.
there's a higher cost to entry in like an E36 because there are things that you need to do to it to get it to be really reliable.
Prices are
versus you could get into a stock G and drift it for years
as is.
Okay.
as is without having to do anything to it. You're
Daily it, drive it
Yeah.
every day.
You know, you're gonna have to do subframe reinforcements on an E36
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, literally.
right away.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Unless you get a
German
vert.
engineering.
That's why
At
I
its
bought a
finest.
vert. The
Da.
floor,
Da.
yo, it's so thick.
What did
The
you need,
floor.
Malcolm? The
Pause.
Sprung. What is it?
The fucking Einschleiben.
Einschleiben. You need to get an Einschleiben.
I'm hungry for the Wetchbugger.
All right, FRS Zach. Last question. What's the biggest challenge you've faced as a team? I guess a relevant question.
Whoa.
The lack of.
Do you want me to answer that question
titties.
for real?
Oh shit.
For real, yeah.
The lack
yeah,
of
yeah.
titties in our group.
Oh shit.
There's only one pair. Oh, yeah, there's only one pair.
Yeah,
We
there's
got
only
no
one pair.
titties in ours.
Yeah.
Zero.
That's for sure.
And
we'll keep it
you know
that
what's
way.
crazy? Is she rips.
She's nice. She
She
drives an SC,
rips.
bro.
She rips.
She drives an SC.
Really?
Her boyfriend has a sword. He just got a sword. He's
Yeah.
he's fast too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are we?
Galib.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Normal questions right there.
Oh yeah. I thought. I was like, are we talking about Cher and Laurent?
No.
Like,
No, she rips too, bro.
Yeah.
I was gonna
she-
say Cher sometimes drives crazy style, and I'm
nice.
like, yo.
No.
She went off at mid
She did?
bro. She was cooking.
Yeah.
man.
No, and now they're both
Yeah.
Dude, they do
But
crazy.
Yeah.
shout out to our little sister Brianna. She's down
She's
in
dope, yeah.
down in Georgia. She reps Lanier all the time. So yeah, shout out.
Good
shout out
style.
Brianna. Yeah.
She's in the style.
Yep.
Drives well. Her dude drives well.
Yep.
And they're good people. So
She doesn't.
We
she
did
doesn't
not
know.
answer the question.
She doesn't know all. She doesn't know all she is. Like that's
Yeah.
it. She doesn't know how dope she is.
But okay, the question was the struggles.
the struggles.
Okay.
people paying flipping attention, bro. It's I don't like telling people what to do.
Right.
But sometimes you have to like to corral folks, which is why we have a good thing going between me, Ryan, and Justin. We're three different personalities. And so different situations, one of us will take the lead. But if it was just like one person running the whole thing, it wouldn't work. I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
But we have a good group of guys, but organizing is very difficult. Very, very difficult, especially with how spread out we are. And then drifting is just expensive. You know what I mean? So like to have an event in a place that is amenable to everybody,
Yeah.
That's very hard.
That's, to be honest, what I would probably say is like the biggest struggle is like making everybody happy, because everybody wants what Daryl's gonna have tomorrow is an event in their backyard.
in their backyard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody wants that. But I think one of the things that we try and do is, you know, we really only do like big events once a year. So we want to have an event that's going to be a destination style event that is
Right.
worth driving to.
Right.
You know, we went to US Air, we've been to Mid Pond, we've been, you know, we're now up here.
I was going to ask how many have you done so far?
5.
Yeah, it's been five
or
total.
6. And that doesn't count like the side quests.
Yeah, and then there's always, so a lot of times we'll have a main event and then we'll do there'll be a side quest event with like, you know,
Like 15 of us went to Nappy Boy.
yeah. And then Daryl came. That Nappy Boy was a side quest. Daryl came down and randomly and did Piedmont with us, you know, last year. So like, we try and do these destination events. We're already starting to plan like where we want to look at, you know, for the next upcoming years, because we want it to be something that is
We're going
worth
to
talking
New
about.
Orleans.
Okay, I wasn't
Next
gonna say
week.
that, but yeah, I'll say it. Yeah,
My bad.
New Orleans 2025.
Yeah,
nice.
We've got some of our guys that are from that area, like, you
I
know,
motherfucking love it down there.
came up at Nolan Motorsports Park.
Dude,
Yohan.
this is weird, but we went cross country for Super D years ago.
Yeah.
And we were at a bar somewhere down there, and they were talking about that, and we had no idea what the fuck.
Talking about what?
About that track. Or,
Nolan Motorsports Park.
yeah.
Okay.
It
And
looks
they're-
fun.
Yeah, because they saw drifting on our shirts or whatever. And they're
Okay,
like,
okay.
yeah, what-
Okay.
And I was like, I've never heard about that, but
Yeah.
We need to
They're
go.
like,
We need to go. We need
You
to
know,
go.
I
We need to go. We
wonder-
need to
I
go.
wonder if it was after, because I think they did like a grid life there, because that's where that video where Larry Chin went through Bourbon Street with like Ryan Literal. I think Simba.
This was 2017 or 18.
Yeah,
17.
that might have been around that time because
Yeah.
there was a video. There was a Larry Chen video that got popular because Ryan Literal, I think it was Simba, and like a couple other people took their D cars from where they were in NOLA, and they actually drove to New Orleans, the actual city, and went
that's
through
cool.
Bourbon and went through
Is that
Bourbon
when he
Street.
got pulled over by
Yes.
the cop? And he was like, yeah,
Yes.
see, cops
Yeah.
are great if
That's
they're just nice to
exactly,
them.
yo. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, every
Exactly,
time, dude, I had a good time every time I've been there.
Yeah, but no, that's the thing. And so one of the things is like we try and cater to as well is like what Obi's getting ready to do for for us tomorrow is introduce us to where you got introduced to drifting, and like get an opportunity to introduce us to your drift family and where you came from.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why, like, even though I couldn't bring my car, like, I'm super excited to be here. I'm super excited to meet all these people that you guys have been talking about and he's been telling stories about and I've heard for years.
Yeah.
And then we're going to do that next year with the guys, the guys from NOLA, and then, being able to meet these and see where you came from and drift your track and like, oh, that's that turn you've been talking about.
That's
It's
cool.
a blow because so many people weren't able to bring their cars this year.
I know.
Like,
I
one
feel that
guy-
way right now.
Yeah, one dude, his car caught on fire. Another dude, he's having his second kid. Some people with job scheduling issues. But we still have 26 drivers. I think. 26 drivers coming.
Yeah.
So it's still gonna be a good time. But
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
some of the dudes that have been there since the beginning aren't gonna be able to.
But that's why
drive,
the
so.
side quests are super important too,
Yeah.
because you don't feel like you miss out completely. Like we're gonna be trying to drive CMP. They're having a 2-day event there. I think August 3rd and the 4th. So even though I can't drive this, I'm going immediately home as soon as I get here. Get my car prepped for that.
I'm gonna be so broke. Though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and make it happen. But
Who needs money anyway?
All right, you want to read some of these questions?
Okay. Some of
There's
them.
some crazy
of them I'm gonna
ones.
skip.
Yeah.
This one's from Damien of Car Shop Karoshi.
That's my
However,
boy.
He said, "Ask Obi if we need to bring back Drift Team Fanboy."
Fanboy. Yo, Fanboy, I still have that sticker. It was me, Damien. Oh my goodness. S14.
It's the worst when you forget someone's
with
name.
the RPF ones. Marley.
Oh shit! Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my boy. Who else? I can't remember the whole group. But that was back in the day when we used to go to the Oval out in State College. Do you remember that?
No.
It's a Harley Davidson dealership
What the fuck?
that has an oval in the back. You haven't heard about that?
No.
The figure 8 thing?
I don't think I have.
They did do a crossover in the middle.
State Park?
State. It's like towards
It's in the middle
State
of
College.
a field?
State
Near
College.
Penn State.
This isn't like the big. No, they would go drift at a stadium or something down there.
No, it wasn't a stadium. This is like in the middle of a field.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I definitely never heard of this.
That was back in the day.
Damn.
That was
They-
Damien's good.
I
people.
seen
What
some
color
people
was
drift
Marley's
over
car?
there.
Blue.
Ooh, it was blue with the yellow wheels.
Yeah.
That's when he was.
SR20.
Yes, I have a picture of that when he was getting it worked on. I think at One Motion. Man, Marley's a ripper too, man.
Yeah.
He makes RPF ones look good.
Yeah.
Not many can do that.
You've been trying to do this for the last
listen,
year,
bro.
They're
RPF
normal
ones do
wheels.
not look
RPF is
good.
good.
They're a
RPF
nice
is
little-
good.
If you get the aggressive spec with like the deep,
Yeah.
where the nuts go,
Yeah.
pause.
You've been pausing a lot.
Because
But
they,
Nick
they know
D'Alessio,
if
his
they,
FD.
if they don't,
Nick D'Alessio's FD car had those first.
And that car looked good.
It was nice with the SBC, and then I think he went white, or did he go from white to the chrome ones?
White or SBC is probably
Perfect.
the only two colors you should do.
No,
And he had
silver.
him in
Plain
the
silver.
aggressive
Plain
one.
silver.
No,
Plain silver.
SBC.
It's
Plain
about the
silver
ride
looks like
height and like the
JGTC
tire
car.
size.
Damn.
True.
Nick's
It looks
car
like
is
So
a-
wait,
Because
Can I ask
it's
a
off
question?
of a F1 car. People don't realize that. Like it came directly from an F1 car. So,
if RPF ones look so good, why don't you have a set?
because I have a hierarchy of wheels that I want.
That does not include RPF ones.
My retirement plan is to have those specific wheels. No, RPF ones would come after. There's not many monoblock
Pause.
wheels that I want. You know what I mean? So it's all 3-piece joints that I'm really after.
Hit us with another one before they start fighting.
Yeah.
What's the best track food or snack? This is from Wags. This is the one. This is our friend who I got the XS from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Shout out Wags.
The
Dang,
best
bro.
track food or snacks. Shout out Joanna.
Oh, God, not the
shit.
lettuce sandwich with the ham.
What? The
Joe sandwiches.
Yeah, it is.
Because it always
Y'all
comes
eat at drift days, though?
right on time. Like, I'm telling you, I'm coming off track, pause, frustrated. Like, because my car's not
you
driving
can't
the way
just say
that I
pause
wanted
when you
to.
say coming. And
Yeah.
come on.
I don't want to come.
Because I'm having a hard time, and
Pause.
Joe comes and
was a
Joe
good one.
comes up and hands me a sandwich. Best sandwich ever.
Because she's mom. She knows when you're about to like pass out from hunger.
Yeah.
But that's what I do. I don't eat all day. I don't eat breakfast. I don't eat lunch. I don't drink water. And
you
then
have a
I'm in
headache.
like, I have a migraine at the end of the day.
You're like, why do I feel so bad?
I will say she came to me once and was, here's some, you want some goldfish? I was like, how did you know that? Like,
Yeah, like I'm
goldfish,
telling you, she
Dude,
just
no, I
shows
be
up at
drinking-
the right
She's
time.
the
Yeah.
driver whisperer, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I just ate the whole bag.
the best drink is someone else's
Lime harita.
lime take.
Daryl's lime harita.
It's fresh out the cooler. Yeah, and drink it in front of them.
So bring your own snacks.
For a track day, this is what I pack: cigarettes, a Red Bull, and a bottle of water, and then I'm ready for the day, baby.
You have not hit 30, have you?
I'm about to.
Wait till you hit 30.
Woo, it's
Your
gonna
life
hit-
is going to change.
I'm
gonna
about
hit you
to.
like
I'm
a
about
ton
to
of
be
bricks.
Frankie's age, dude.
Oh,
I'm
your
about to
life.
be.
I started exercising when I
Wait till the
about to be.
metabolism changes,
Yeah.
dog.
I'm 29.
Wait,
That's a good year, man.
Yeah. I had somebody tell me the other day that I would have said 24, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you don't look 29. I mean, but you have the aura, the maturity of an older person. Not
No,
older, but-
no. Here's the maturity of a 14-year-old.
Oh, dang.
wow.
The fact that he didn't even argue that.
He knows it's true.
Yeah.
Who has the best style on the team?
Uh-oh.
Not here because I do.
Yeah, right.
Faction.
Yeah, no comment.
Who has the best style on your team?
My car that's broken in
Frankie's.
half and taken
Easily.
apart. And
Who's
then-
number 2?
Miyagi's. No, AJ's.
Which one's AJ?
It's a copper nickel.
Yeah, it's copper nickel. It's not even copper. You want to show them the cars? Since we have
Not a
no
picture?
fucking photos of anything,
No
man.
photos of none of this.
We built these
Dang.
two sick
Yeah.
cars and then never drifted in them.
It's just a wall of Frankie. There's not one blue eye.
I was thinking about that when I saw that. I was like, we need to just get some more different photos of there.
No, those are dope, though. They need to be bigger.
This is a.
That's a copper
Oh.
nickel. That's one of my
I know that
favorite.
car.
That is the inspiration for the
Eastbury?
IS.
Are those Eastbury mirrors?
Yeah.
Oh, Bomex.
Bomex.
Oh, those are tough.
Damn, that's a nice photo.
Hell
no,
yeah.
those-
Damn, that's Miyagi.
sick.
Those are the Blitz. Those
The
are the
next one.
Blitz. Not the 03s, but those Blitz.
Yes,
are-
that photo is sick.
Those are like the multi-spoke blitz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite Blitz.
AJ, we need that. He's not watching this
are
shit.
tough.
If anyone's watching this and they know the photographer, I need that printed. I'll pay for it.
This?
No, the other one that was on the cart track.
The one with him cooking.
This one?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
That do be
I
it.
like
Jonathan Cisse.
Yeah, I definitely need that.
DM him.
Because that can go in here somewhere.
Yep.
But yeah, so we built these two sick cars. We built this, and then we built a Cressida.
Dude, I got to drive that once,
Yeah,
and
the Blitz
literally,
is
I
perfect.
made it my goal.
Cressidas are good.
I have so many key takeaways I
I see
took
the wing.
from this car.
I see the wing.
The way the wing
I
was
love this car.
painted.
It is so dope.
Like the dude, that's me driving it right there.
Is it really?
Yes, that is me driving it.
And then
Is that 95?
even the black and white one
Oh,
looks
that's
good
a
as hell
good
too.
shot. Yeah.
That looks sick.
This
I
shit
need
been
that color.
naked
Damn, the
in
floor
here.
looks good too. Damn. Someone just mopped, I guess.
What is it about mismatched wheels that looks so
You got
good?
That was a good event. Yeah.
That was the
That
first
was
time.
Formula Drift.
That was the first time I
Oh,
really
wow.
hung out with everyone.
I have never
Yeah.
been to an FD event.
We're going next year.
What?
No,
Yeah, we're
one.
going next year.
It was
No,
hot.
it's not.
You probably start going to Atlanta's.
Atlanta's the best round.
That's
every,
right here.
Every other
Yeah.
round is trash if
I'm
you haven't
not-
been to
I'm
Atlanta.
not going.
That one.
You
Wall,
are.
New
I'm
Jersey.
not
Wall,
going.
New Jersey was fun,
That's
Could you
Back in the
party at
day.
Wall?
That's
Not
the one
really.
I would have went to.
but it was
See, that's why Atlanta is so much fun.
because you can all get drunk and shit
It's
on
a
the
party.
lawn and shit. Yeah,
It's
I
a
heard.
party. Like
And then-
I've watched a guy fall off an ambulance.
You have the Cressida, Malcolm? I want to show him that Cressida.
In the meantime,
I'm-
to answer your question, Dustin.
Yes, that's what I
Dustin.
was gonna say.
Dustin's got the best style.
Dustin's
which one
got
is
the best
which
style.
one is Dustin?
You have seen his cars. They all look very similar, but his fitment, his panel gap
Ooh, Okay.
He
Very specific.
built a what's that wide body?
Ooh, not off to a great start. With
No,
the ride.
no. A legit wide body. Blister. BM Blister.
Yep.
Okay, that's nice. I like
built
that.
a BM Blister
He's
180.
taking out the real photos for this.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Dang.
Dude, the roof.
Look at
The
that
roof. The roof.
Yeesh.
This
Whose
was
is
our.
this?
This is my friend.
That's the
Miyagi.
car that doesn't drive anymore.
This is sitting in a fucking garage for the last year and a half.
Side note, I just want to say Will
Justin
said can't
Spence,
wait
you
to
have
give
work to do as a
Obi
red
a hug
car.
tomorrow.
That's my boy.
Look, just got some competition as a red car.
Yo, that wing.
The roof, bruh, the roof.
That's crazy.
And like, look at that's
That's me.
Frankie.
That's Frankie driving. That's not me.
Dang.
Where's the roof? Where's the roof?
So it's on 18s.
yeah,
But
that's fire.
but the body kit is built for a car on like fucking 16s. So
Right.
it's kind of hard to make it look like low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we tried. So.
It's drivable though.
It is
Shit looks mad
not really, to be
cool.
honest with you.
No,
but
it rubs.
yeah, because the front tire size is a 35 sidewall. In order to get it to sit that low, and it's
Is
not
it
great.
17, 18 stagger?
Unfortunately, no. But I'm thinking maybe we should do that. I don't know.
I don't like 17, 18. I like 18, 19. But I don't know why 17, 18 looks weird to me.
17, 18 can look good, but I didn't think it was going to look good on this car for some reason.
S13s, S13 hatches can pull off 17, 18 for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But I don't generally like that.
Dude,
Is that
that
it?
car is sick. Yeah, the other one's.
The other questions were just ridiculous.
We'll save 'em.
Yeah.
But
Man, I wish we had a picture of Dustin's car. Cars, man.
do you have his Instagram? Does he have an Instagram?
Yeah, it's _Dusty. I
Yeah,
think.
hold on.
Dusty
It's
from
DD.
Florida?
I know you're talking
Yeah.
about, bro. That's
He's
my
a-
dude.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you know his
He's
stuff.
who I was drifting with in Queens and shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yo, small world. That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy.
So you know,
Have you seen his Z32
Dusty has
that
the
he
best
built?
style.
I don't think I probably did.
It's
I think
very simple. I mean,
Yeah.
building a, like Hurt said, it's really about the wheels and the ride height. That's all
Dustin
it
Delva,
matters.
right? Yeah.
Dustin Delva.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bro, he was literally
Yes.
like, we started drifting together. You know what I mean? Like,
This one.
Bro.
yeah.
Dustin is. he's
That's why
a-
our cars are fucking BN Sport hatches.
yeah,
Like,
Style King, bro.
it's the same shit.
Heater.
Style King.
Hey, Frankie, I
Look at
don't
that.
know. That's kind of above and beyond what you got going on right now. Like, dude.
Well, yeah, he kept,
Whoa,
building
whoa.
that car.
That's that man's personal life.
Scroll down
crazy.
to the
He's
early
wild.
one. See if you can see the blister one that he did way back. I think he got it from my dude Gary.
Dustin's gonna be mad at us for showing his personal
Yes.
life
I know,
It's
for
not
real.
right.
I feel
Hey,
like
he
I'm
put it up there.
violating right now.
live on
That
that.
car
Yes,
was
that's
sick.
it.
That
Yeah.
was a classic.
Co-banner.
Got the flips going there?
Ironically,
Yes.
Justin lives in Florida now.
Now,
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Wow.
Miss you, Justin.
The annoying part is Dustin didn't build any of these cars till he was in Florida. Right?
As soon as he left the area, it's like he went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably because he was bored. That's probably what it was.
Nah, he was soaking up
I
like
don't
the
see a
Haitian
panel
vibes
gap
down
on
there.
that motherfucker.
I'm telling
that
you,
car
bro.
looks good.
I don't see a
Yeah.
panel gap on that bitch.
And I'm not a fan of VSK. That's a Z32 I was talking about.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I
like
don't
that.
care for Kwame's, and I don't care for VSKS.
But you love that car.
He makes
Yeah.
me like him on whatever he builds.
Yeah. That's how you know the car's done right.
Yeah.
When you can be like, I don't like any of this shit, but for some
It
reason this
works.
car's good.
Yeah, that thing is.
Whoa, engine? Did you see the engine?
Yeah.
Is it
Polished everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the best, man.
Yeah. He's gonna be here tomorrow.
What?
He's not driving though. But
Oh,
he'll be
dude, now I
here.
gotta come out.
Yeah.
Hey,
he'll
you
be
gotta
there.
come out.
You gotta
Oh,
come
but
out.
but
Yeah.
Carl, if Carl's driving, I wasn't
Carl,
gonna.
I see you every fucking week.
I wasn't gonna.
Oh my god.
All right, let's fucking end
When
this
I
thing.
drive,
I
that
probably
shit's
haven't
a
seen
show.
Dustin for like 15 years.
Yeah, I haven't seen him for a
Been
long
a
time.
minute, man.
Jesus.
All right, guys. Well, I would love to invite you to this event tomorrow, but it's a closed private day.
If you're
So-
listening to this, we had already done it, and hopefully
Yeah.
my IS is all good.
You can show up, but we won't let you.
I mean, y'all can come out and party with us at Hot Moves on Saturday.
Saturday,
Oh, yeah,
everybody
yeah,
come
yeah.
out.
Saturday
We'll
we're gonna be out
driving.
of Hot Moves. Everybody come out.
Yeah.
Free daps and handshakes.
Oh, there you go.
We're gonna be
I'm
partying
saving
and vibing the
tires
same way.
for Hot Moves.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll be at Hot Moves too.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna street
Are you?
up to New
I'm gonna
York.
chop.
Yeah. We're gonna straight up to the city
We're
on
gonna
Sunday.
street up to New York,
Oh,
which
really?
is probably a dumb idea. We're gonna try and
What the hell? That is
Where
a
you,
horrible.
where you guys
That is
getting
very
food? Where you guys
stupid.
going?
give some suggestions because we were initially gonna go to
53rd
Philly. Where?
53rd and 6th street cart.
Let's do it.
What is it?
The street
What
meat
kind of
is the
street cart?
best. Like
That's
Chicken halal
food. Halal food.
I love halal.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Didn't I just
Now,
say
I don't know
that?
if
He
Yeah.
literally said that in the
just
car
said
on
that
the
in
way
the
here.
car.
That's going to be a little bit underwhelming after you street drive your cars all the way there. But it is,
No,
it
it's
is
gonna
what we
feel
like, dude. That's
no.
what
It's gonna
we
feel
would
like
do.
the
Yes.
greatest meal in history.
Let's do it.
Like we would fucking work on drift cars all night, and then we would
Yes.
drive all the way there.
Perfect.
That's what
Get
we're trying
that
to do.
shit, and we would hit that after Queens on the way back.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it might
You
be worth
bringing
it.
your car? You gonna street drive?
What the fuck?
You have to.
I mean,
have
you
to.
drive it daily, right?
I do.
Yeah,
So what's the problem?
you gotta bring it.
No issue.
All right, so this weekend's turning out to be pretty crazy.
It's gonna be lit, bro.
Yep.
Fuck.
Ah, I said lit.
We started with a movie, and now we ended with lit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Swag.
I
Hold on,
can't
let me
believe
just
I
add-
said that with a straight face.
I know you got that, Malcolm.
Litty, bro.
Where is it? Where is it?
Yeah. Can you drop a bomb? Can you drop a flex bomb on it?
There's no explosion.
Yeah, you got to get better at like MCing this shit. Just be like, yo, yo, yo.
I thought that was like a beat maker, John.
It kinda
you got?
is.
Thought it was an 808?
Is it?
Well,
you thought he was
No.
Kanye?
What is it? Fruity Loops?
It's not Kanye.
I
It's
thought
not
that
Kanye.
was-
I think you could definitely play with it in
He
that
thinks
way.
he's that when he's
I have
not using
hiccups
it, but yeah.
Malcolm over there killing it, bro.
All right, guys.
Is Malcolm coming out tomorrow?
Yes.
Probably not.
God
What?
fucking damn it, Malcolm.
Whack.
Boo.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I have the
Family.
hiccups. This has been another episode. Thank you guys so much.
I'm
for
gonna
coming
fart
on.
so hard when I get outside.
That's fine.
I got so much gas.
Thank you guys so much for listening.
Peace.
Peace out.
Peace.
Yeah, please leave the room.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is another episode of Faction After Hours podcast.
And we got jerk chicken after that.
Yeah, it smelled good. I had to dip, but you guys look like you were enjoying it.
It was good, and they approved. So
really,
yeah.
dang.
I was talking to Obi. Well, Obi was talking about something, talking about being Jamaican, and then he's like, "Yeah, the food, this and that, down south." I was like, "Oh, I love Jamaican food." I was like, he said something jerk chicken. I was like, "Oh, wow." I was like, "Fuck it, we'll order it right now." And he's like, "All right." And then I started getting worried. I was like, "Wait."
Wait, he's gonna be a real critic.
Yeah, I was like, "Wait a minute. If he doesn't approve that, then my life's gonna be ruined." But he said it is good, and they said just a what do you call it? I guess pro tip. He said if jerk chicken tastes good straight out of the fridge, then it's good jerk chicken.
Like,
Cold.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm like, that's probably a good way to base that.
Yeah, got that good flavor, even
Yeah.
when it's cold.
I'm still hungry right now.
Damn. Didn't you have enough? Don't you
I
have
don't want
enough?
to talk about it. I got a lot of I got jerk pork and jerk chicken at home right now.
Oh my
Because it
God.
was buy one get one. Yeah, but great episode. I don't know. I mean, I know I probably met Obi before, but to be honest with you, I don't know when that was and how many years ago that was. So to me, it was like I was really meeting him for the first time.
Yeah, and you probably met him briefly at the Black Dude's Drift, no?
Yeah, were they saying they were there?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, then I must have.
Probably.
The thing is, I feel
Briefly.
like I didn't really meet too many people there. I met more people
Yeah.
when we did the podcast that night. That was
Okay.
when I met people. But yeah, dude, that was awesome. Those guys are awesome.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on Friday, you should go to Hot Moves tomorrow, the 20th? The 20th, July 20th.
Yeah, because everyone
They'll
will
be there, and you'll
Yeah.
be able to meet all these guys, and it's going to be a little like Team Brown, Club Loose collaboration.
Yeah. Today's like a private day, but tomorrow everyone will still be there hanging out, drifting. So definitely be a good event to check out. And you know what? Thank God it's not as hot as last week. So,
Yeah. Dude, today feels amazing outside compared to last week.
oh my God. Yeah. If summer was like this, I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's not.
Nope, far from it.
Yeah. Well, we got, as far as the shop goes, we got all the loading dock all kind
Yeah,
of
loading dock looks really nice.
until the
actually.
fire marshal comes in. But yeah, for now
Oh,
it's
God.
good until he tells me I can't have oil tanks next to all that electrical equipment. But yeah, it looks cool. Everything's painted out there. We got a door for the parts department, and yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of seeing the vision coming
it's
together?
coming together. It's coming
Oh,
together.
you did the parts department, the whole parts warehouse?
Yeah, so the shell, like, there's no obstructions on the floor anymore. Everything's up on a shelf.
All the origin fenders and everything, and the wings are on the shelf. The thrash seats came in.
Yeah.
So those are in inventory. We still got some more parts back there. We got to move. We got a PS Deuce 1 via S13 kit in stock. I thought I saw a BN Sports box back there. Oh,
that's the Alteza fenders.
Alteza front and rear wide body.
Yeah.
BN Sports. If you guys are interested in that, we have that in stock. And I think like M Sports hood for a GR86, which is fucking awesome. I don't know why Kazama. Okay, yeah, that thing is fucking awesome. So if you guys know anyone with a GR86 that want to make their car look a little different, tell them to come by. We can show them the hood. I think we had an M Sports body kit.
No.
Fenders.
Yeah. Front M Sport fenders for a Sylvia.
And rear
30 mil car modified Wonder 180 SX fenders.
Over fenders, yeah. We got a bunch of random Aero, mostly S chassis stuff. But we got thrash seats. How many seats do you think we got left?
Maybe 5, 7.
Okay, so that's more of a number than I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did a pretty good job of getting rid of all those before they even got here. So
Yep.
because we were supposed to have what 25.
Yeah, our starting number was like 20.
20. Yeah, wow. So we got 5 left, guys. If you guys need seats and you don't want to wait 6 to 9 months, hit us up.
Yeah, we got an assortment, so just hit us up.
Yeah, so other than that, Jesus is still out. Eddie's working 3 times a week now, so you guys will see more content.
Yeah, Eddie is actually down at the Team Brown event with Carl, and they're shooting a little video, so that video is going to be cool. Carl's awesome to have on camera.
Yeah, that video will be good. I really want to get down there, but it's like, I don't know. Today's might be a busy day, so we'll see.
Come on, make it happen. Let's make it happen. I ain't going, but
you ain't coming.
See, you go. You got people down there. You got old friends you haven't seen in forever.
Yeah, I want to see Dustin Delva. And I just remembered he had a red S14. That's the car that he had here, like originally, but we didn't bring that up.
Nice. All right. Well, make it happen. Get your shit done and hit the road, Jack.
Check out our sponsors, guys, East Coast Drift School and Automotive Specialty Wraps. And don't forget, we have a Patreon. If you want to support this podcast, that is the best way to support this podcast. You go to patreon.com/FactionMotorsports. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I made that up.
Yeah,
that's what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we got multiple tiers. We got $5 tier. We got $5,
$5, $10, $15.
$5, $10, $15 tiers.
Go browse and find the right one for you.
Yeah, each tier gives you different things. Malcolm's trying to get me out of here. So enjoy the weekend, and thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys. Bye.